Such energy. Such ferrozine. Anyway, what happened last time? Who wants to fill me in? Who wants
Last
to?
time we did some shit around town, like, boom, we had a little party.
It was a
Uh,
festival.
yeah,
Or
the cat
fair.
boy was like, "Hey, look at how agile I am. I'm a cat. I'm technically cheating," and showed up some locals at some games. And then some gobos showed up and started singing, and that was annoying. So we stabbed them.
They,
Yeah, we
And
Sharpay
there were
ate
more
one of the
gobos, so we stabbed them.
We saved a dog.
We did. That was the important part.
they got the good boy bonus for that one.
We saved a dog by killing another dog.
Yeah, but that was the bad dog.
There are no bad dogs. Only good dogs that are trained to be bad.
Now, you see, all dogs go to heaven actually lied to you because the dog went to hell.
Yeah, but he chose hell.
Yeah, which meant he was a bad dog.
No, that meant that he had the freedom of choice, and he exercised it.
Does
I
that
want
mean
to
if I
die.
choose not to go to hell, then God has to say yes?
He chose.
I'm
poorly.
sure he would allow you.
If Jesus told God he wanted to go to hell, what the fuck's gonna happen now?
Yeah,
Boy,
But
we
if
met.
Jesus, who is God, told God to go to hell,
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
problem.
we met Abstellar, Ventus, Foxglove, Mayo. Did we meet Miko Kaititsu? I don't remember.
Point
Or
is,
Sherry Kemblot.
I think we ended after we saved the day.
you saved the day. You were invited to a hunt. You
Yeah.
take off a little bit of steam. Everyone thinks you're great and neat.
They should.
They are somewhat confused by this very large ferret, though. This
She's a
person-sized
ferret.
ferret.
And that is all she is.
Claire, if you saw like a person-sized ferret walking behind whatever Eleanor Strife is,
It's essentially
I'm
a
half
big
elf.
snout.
whatever Eleanor Strife is,
I'm half elf. I am the Mountain Dew of zero sugar. It's been released recently.
point is,
Not
that
do Baja Blast with zero sugar.
you were also awarded some money and a free week's stay at the local inn. And since you were having an exciting, exotic, happening event soon, and hey, this seems like a good time to make some more money, make some fame, make some name. I assume you'll decide to stick around a little bit, kick up your feeties. All right. Last time I asked a question, and I'm going to ask that question again because it's quite relevant. Who of you is most likely to be the ladies' man, or whatever combination of genders is appropriate for your character?
Yo.
Yeah, probably the cat.
I disagree. I bet it's me.
Stares at shark bait.
Nice. So unless you have any objections or wish to do anything in particular, there's going to be a bit of a timeline jump. Because we've entered the part in D&D that most GMs, they piss their pants and they run out in panic. Okay, what the heck's going on? There's some... Excuse me. I don't get this. Okay, there we go. Sorry, something wasn't working on mine. Yeah. This is the point in D&D most GMs fear because they have to start skipping time and they feel like that's weird. It ain't. Sometimes time just passes and nothing happens.
Yeah, sometimes we just chill out.
So this is the timeline that's in front of you. So we got a week. At the end of that week, something big and important is going to happen. In between that moment in the end of the week and now, you're going to have the boar hunt in a couple of days, and something else is going to happen in like 2 days. So you have some time to yourself if you wish to bum around town and make some fun of your own. If not,
I figured I'd, get to know, the people I fought alongside, this one time. Yeah, the rock, the cat, the elf, half elf. Yeah.
sitting around the Rusty Dragon Inn.
The cat is
chilling.
like just wandering.
Yeah, just, drink it, be like, so, like,
She
who
owns the
are
inn,
you? But two.
and she's got zest.
I do not have a quest for you currently.
Welcome, Corneria.
Come back later. That's some cool art.
It is.
That's a nice classic art where it feels like someone of that period may have drawn it, and I like it more than the modern clean
Yes.
anime styles.
Is that a mandolin on her back, or what do they call those?
It looks like a shamisen.
Yeah,
Shamisen, that's the word.
Shamsa Madonna, yes.
That's cool as hell.
Due to raw proximity, I will reveal to you that you know some of the nearby stores, including a stable that's right next door, called the Goblin Squash Stables.
Oh, did they squash goblins?
Yes, they have ears of goblins
Recently
hanging off the
renamed.
rafters, each
Ah,
with a name inscribed in them. The ultimate slight you can do to a goblin.
oh yeah, the whole.
Are they the goblins' names?
Presumably.
So it's all like Gob and Gob Gob.
And riffraff. Number 40 is the Mercantile League. It's essentially where people do all kinds of random-ass business. And this is the Sandpoint Boutique. It has a Q in its name. That means you know it's fancy. It's where you buy clothing, weapons, armor, toys, artwork. Essentially, it's an import shop for things all around the world.
We lost
You reali-
Sala.
What is it?
Sala.
Zyla, you having problems?
Yeah,
Discord's
Discord's
been-
really broken for me lately. I have to probably reinstall it tonight.
Weh.
Anyways, yeah, they probably recently renamed the Goblin Squasher Stables from whatever it used to be.
No, it was always the Goblin Squasher Stables. This guy probably hunted some on his own because there's a lot of ears. In fact, he'll pay you for goblin ears.
Creepy.
I don't think any of us like thought to cut off the goblin's ears while we were saving the town.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did any? Well, actually, wait. Since this is a guy who's known, did like any of the townsfolk just come up, like not so creepily to us, and just hand us a pile of the goblin's ears? Like, yeah, here's your prize,
Claire.
gent.
Claire goblins are a known infestation in the local area, so let's just say that most, like,
Well, I'm not saying it's weird. I'm just saying. I'm just asking if like, because it's a local thing, did any of the locals, get the ears for us?
I mean, goblins just tried to
give it-
burn down the city. And goblins hate it when you write their names down, and, you know, maybe he figures it will keep them away, like a magical ward. I don't know. Let's be optimistic. The
Well,
guy's
I'm
name is
optimistic.
Deviran Hosk. He's a ranger.
Oh.
You can guess what his favorite enemy is.
Oh,
Oh.
favorite enemy.
Oh, by the way,
Cephalon.
Mind Flayer.
the specifics on where the ears are, they are on the rafters above the entrance, so everyone can see them hanging outside the store. That's not hygienic. But to be fair, apparently his hatred is legendary, because that's all you ever hear about him. It's the first thing anyone mentions when they start talking about him.
Man, he freaking hates those goblins. They make a terrible anime about him.
Goblin Slayer was really just this guy's
I enjoyed Goblin Slayer.
Yeah.
I am female in Goblin Slayer. What's that make my role? Getting raped.
To make new goblins.
But that's not
Yeah.
how goblins work.
But moving away from that, Jesus. Yeah, the smell would probably reek too. Then again, it's by a stable, so I guess it wouldn't be too. I don't know.
It already smells poopy.
Well then.
I'm not gonna get into the logistics of like
I
goblin
don't want to get
bodily
into
smell.
logistics of all this.
I'm pretty sure if you washed a goblin, they would smell pretty nice.
I don't know.
Like, how many goblins are you going to be able to wash?
I'm
But
gonna
anyways,
commune with
we're not here
Shark
to talk
later.
about the logistics of goblins.
You wanted to introduce each other on Bella's behalf.
Just be like, what's up? What brings you around? Where are you from?
Why was your first reaction to seeing goblins killing them? I know they were
I mean,
setting
I
the
can-
city on fire and stabbing people, and killing dogs, but you know.
What's your favorite color?
Goblin blood red.
I mean, to be fair, it's kind of what I do. I'm like the vermin catcher. Vermin being animals that aren't supposed to be here. Animals like goblins.
Technically, goblins are native to the region. They're definitely supposed to be here.
Well, okay, then they're kind of like the rats
Yeah,
in the
but see,
fields.
we're acting like humans. We don't care if you're supposed to be here unless you're profitable.
They're like weeds, baby Claire. They're like weeds.
Yeah. I'm like the magical Orkin man. I got goblins in my house. They're just dancing, singing. All right, I'll be on my way. Shark bait. I get my shark bait sprayer and spray a shark bait into the house.
great. Now I can actually picture this.
You're welcome.
A little spray
That's
of
what-
tiny ferrets.
And that's what I do. That's all I do. Look at shark bait.
Nice. What about Rockman? He probably has a story to tell.
I just like to hang out with trees.
See, we're waiting for Rockman X.
Rockman X.
Rockman just goes, I am Groot.
I was going with Mega Man references.
He is Craig.
Yes, I understood the Mega Man reference.
Also, how much are potions? Too much?
How much are potions? What kind of potion are you buying?
Like
What are
a
you
small
buying?
potion, just wondering.
Well, if you want to buy a potion, let's take a look-see. If you want to buy just a generic-ass level 1 Cure Light Wounds potion, that's 50 gold.
What are you buying?
Yo.
Boy.
I might actually like pick up a potion.
Well,
Cure Light.
let's just say that it's a day later. A little day or two later. Some time has passed. You've bummed around town, enjoyed the meals, seen the sights, or at least seen some sights. It's very hard to see a whole town in a few days.
Depends on the town. I mean, it might not be very big.
It's not that big, but there's a lot to see. They have a surprisingly nice church. They have a collapsed lighthouse. It even has a glassworks. Ain't that something?
Okay, I probably would have checked out the lighthouse.
You can parkour and fall to your death as a result of it.
Oh yeah, that's what I do.
That's what I do.
Look at me.
So you're saying you vaulted over that wall and died?
I'm being irresponsible. Ah!
look at me, Mom. Look at me.
This was the best choice I could have made.
I'm being shark bait. I'm breaking all the rules. Let's see what's number 2, because that's important.
That is important.
After a few days, a man comes storming in. It is none other than the guy who was running the cathedral. Let's see if I can find his name in all this paperwork. I had this. Okay, there we go. It's Father Xanthus. He comes running into the fine place. He looks a little bit injured as well.
Oh.
What happened?
He wants to know where Sheriff Hemlock is.
I don't know. Where is he?
Sheriff Hemlock is right here, actually. I think all these people also have pictures. Yeah. Here we got Mr. Abstelar. What a fucking name, Abstelar. Don't have 2 stop words with no vowels in between unless you want to be a jackass. Thank you. Let's see, we also got Sheriff Hemlock. See, that's a name you can pronounce.
He's poisonous.
That's a sensible English name. I like that his name is Balor Hemlock. Wow, man. Are you going to turn into a devil with 5 chapters in or something?
I mean, that does seem like the kind of name for that. I mean, he sounds like a Diablo enemy.
He
I
kind
mean,
of
look at
does.
his eyes.
So what are we going to call our child? We'll call him like, I don't know, let's call him Satan Nightshade.
The dad was totally into it, while the wife was just like, I don't know why I married you. Also, I love Balor Hemlock's dorky little chain coif. That's what it's called, right? A coif.
I thought it was called a quiff.
Yeah. It's a
What-
coif.
A queef is a haircut.
At least that's. I don't know what they would have called it at the time because they probably pronounced it otherwise, but it's referred to as a coif now.
I can see him sitting in his office, just going, "Man, my name's just so cool to no one in particular."
In an empty office. Oh boy.
So, what's he got to say to the situation? Or what are you listening to? I mean,
Well, Sheriff Hemlock gets up, rummages with his belt. He's a proficient human fighter, apparently, else he wouldn't be sheriff around here.
How many
However,
sheriffs are elected?
he would like some of the heroes of Sandpoint, as he says in a sarcastic tone. He would like you to come along and help. It's dangerous for one person to go out.
Awesome.
Wait,
I say.
where are we
There
going?
you go.
After all, there's a chance that their hole's got some goblins in it, and while fighting a couple goblins is perfectly fair, they can overwhelm you like rats.
Okay, I've got my sword. It's right here.
He
Yeah,
looks at Sharkbait
I
as he says
poke-
rats.
I'm like sitting reading books on shark bait.
There are
A
chairs in this inn.
Are we talking about shark bait or on top of shark bait? Because both could work.
Reading books of shark bait. Claire, what would be in a book about shark bait? That she's duking? That she needs her Pharazine?
Is my soul damned if I keep communicating with Sharkbait? The book writes itself. It's like an 8-ball.
Shark bait
Yes.
joins the game. Duke.
Well, it's just an ownership manual that states everything that Sharkbait owns.
Which is a very thick book.
Wait, is it like a green ham and eggs kind of book then?
Okay, so now,
Green
as an
eggs and
aside,
ham.
I legit do want a picture of me just like on a cliff top with Sharkbait,
Mm-hmm.
and she's just, look, Claire, everything that the light touches is my kingdom.
So you mean R? I know what I said.
But yeah. So I get up, I'm ready to go. I'm like, all right, goblins,
I've been getting bored of this town because I like to go places and do things.
Put a
I mean,
big ass sword on my
we've
back.
seen what a rabble of goblins can do, so we know what's up.
Well, in a few days, there's going to be a hunt. Maybe you'll meet some more goblins. Or some interesting people. Like a man who likes to hunt.
Well, he said it was a boar hunt, so I hope to God it's not a goblin riding a boar.
Alright.
I played enough Skyrim.
As things have gone awry, you find yourself at this created location. The specifics are explained as you go along the way with Father Santos frantically as he gesticulates wildly, explaining that he was checking out the church grounds because he saw some goblin footprints, or thought he saw them. Maybe they were children. And noticed that one of the crypts had like the door open a crack.
Oh. Excuse me.
And it filled him with fear that perhaps something has been left behind or disturbed. And he decided to be safe because he was very frightened after watching the goblins try to set the whole place on fire and watching a rock conjure water.
Well,
That
wait.
was pretty smart.
Oh. Yeah. For a minute, I was like, "What the hell is he talking?" Looks at the rock.
Water. So.
Like,
No, I was gonna make that exact same joke, Bella.
You can't
It's
squeeze
like
a
a
rock
food-
out of water, but you can squeeze water out of a rock.
the rock man's like a foosball table. You just forget it's there sometimes.
Wow!
Wow, that sounded racist.
That was.
Claire, are you drunk?
No, I'm not drunk, but I'm amusing myself too much. Go on.
Either or, you eventually find yourself at the vault that has been disturbed. It is amid these many graves, memorial marks. They're like gravestones. There are the actual proper markings. There's a few mausoleums, which are big fancy words you don't want to bother with. The vault in question is a 20-foot square stone structure. Actually, more like cubic stone structure, but it's not as tall. Maybe if you squint a bit. It stands near the wall. It's like around here-ish. Boop. Let's see. Ooh. The ground around the place seems to have been churned up completely. Does anyone here have any, like, survival knowledge or perception knowledge or anything that would help, perhaps? Find tracks or something that may have...
I have knowledge. Everything.
I had, half my level, so just 1 to my survival, which is 4, so I have a 5 total.
Well, you can give it a go.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if, like, the footprints going in have gone out.
Yeah. Well...
Damn, that's a good one.
Unfortunately, it is kind of difficult to tell how many people went where exactly, but because of your fantastic survival roll, you are able to identify that it might have been about 6 goblins and 1
Technically
medium
20.
humanoid. A person wearing shoes.
Oh. So someone.
Wait, but people in the recon district can't afford shoes.
That's classism. Get out of here.
I knew it.
So-
Somebody with feet.
So someone with a humanoid with the goblins, or maybe a hostage that is humanoid with the goblins.
But
Or
how
maybe the
else
goblin
do
stole
goblins
some
may have-
shoes.
I mean, that could be a thing, but do they wear shoes?
Well, wait, can people even command? Well, I guess they can command goblins with that magic. That's weird.
Point is, the vault is open a crack, and you have been ordered to make sure that it's safe.
I'm just gonna
Alright.
go right in.
Yeah, I'm
We should
gonna
probably check for
take the
traps.
traps.
We already. Oh, for
Baby,
track.
baby Claire, If any traps are currently present in this location. I mean,
They're goblins. What's the worst they could do? I say, already going to the door. Sword
and
out.
then get keel hauled by some like elaborate rope trap by the one super smart goblin who's stomping around in human shaped stilts.
Friggin'
while I find
would
your,
be-
your optimism encouraging, no.
It would be difficult to keel haul somebody on land.
This would be a weirdly specific trap for weirdly specific people.
I don't know why I said that word exactly, but yeah, go on. Let's go. I watched the cat.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You also have a familiar with you. All right, we're gonna go to the random battle map as you decide to approach this spooky location.
Well, of course I'm familiar. I have a.
I mean,
shark
oh
bait.
wait, there's some goblins that apparently decided to show up late. Let's see, it's a 20-foot square building, so it's 4-ish, like that. There's a door in front that's open a crack.
Ooh.
And footprints all around. The wall is almost directly behind it. There's a splattering of tombstones, sagged and otherwise, placed around. And unlike Curse of Strahd, these are normal people names with normal people reasons instead of fucking Twitter jokes.
I'm gonna get my sword at the ready as I approach the door.
I'm pretty much leading the way because I'm just like, I'm going in.
I like.
Ah,
I look at Sharkbait and Sharkbait follows Zyla. Or follows Kitty Cat.
Talon.
What is your cat's name?
Talon. Well,
Talon.
that's what
That's
we
the
know.
name he chose to go by.
Yeah, that guy, Talon. That's his name. Yeah, Sharkbait's gonna follow close by you. She's like on your flank.
All right, Ezra. This is a heavy vaulted door, but lucky for you, it was made for anyone to open. It would be kind of rude to make someone a tomb, and they can't open it.
We were both up together.
I'm having some issues with images loading, but that'll work itself out, I assume.
It's gonna be like, Talon, we need to take it slow. We don't know if goblins are still in there.
No, I'm gonna break my stride. I need to do something real fast because I think
Something else because Sharkbait's hurt. I'm
it's
trying to
possible
find
it logged me out. Like it's logged me out in the middle of nowhere before, and it stopped all the assets from
It did
loading.
that to me last time.
No, I'm gonna switch baby bait. She's often made with cheese.
Okay, she has 11 health, right? And
Don't
Dust
forget-
is now Sharkbait for some reason.
So that's all the options.
I imagine that you've taken the time to fully heal Sharkbait, yes.
Yeah, it's been a couple days.
It's been a couple few days.
I assume that like she didn't just have these gaping wounds just sitting on her, just like I'm gonna tank it out or something.
Also, I'm pretty sure you can unspawn and respawn her with full health if you take the time for it. Like, I think...
Yeah, that it just takes a while to summon her. It takes a full round.
Wait, no. Okay, let's see. Let's see. How exactly do you resummon your Eidolon? It takes 1 minute to perform.
Yeah.
Oh, they're unchanged from the last time it was summoned. And if it was killed or destroyed, half. Nice. Still a minute. Alright, Ezra, you open the door.
In we go.
You open the door with a wide swing and find... Well, what do you expect to find in the tomb but a few friendly... Okay, the tokens aren't loading for me at least.
I see two of them.
I see him.
They aren't loading for me, which is hilarious. I find this very funny. I'm laughing.
the DM is not getting the tokens. That's helpful.
I cannot see the skeletons.
No.
Skelly bones.
Yeah, I don't know why, but specifically these assets, it doesn't feel like loading. Oh, actually, it's a splattering of assets that doesn't want to quite load. Weird. To be fair, it is a lot. Like, I don't know if it was a great idea to compress an entire adventure path into one thing. Because most D&D 5e modules are a bit skimpier than this. Ugh. Yeah, I physically cannot see these skeletons. And thus I cannot interact with them. There's also a dog over here that needs to leave.
this is a dog. Yeah, there's actually some tokens that are left over. So like maybe it's like wonking out because all the old stuff is mixing in with the new stuff.
No. Like, it doesn't load these assets on a global scale. Like my, what's it called? Journal doesn't have them either. A lot of maps aren't working. Like, it takes a while to load in all these assets, and I don't like it. Which might be because, other people might be playing games as well. So that's fine. But there is something else I can do. I can't access the sheets. So I can perfectly fine just pull up the initiative tracker, remove everyone from it, and then just manually add 2 skeletons.
We're game shark and roll 20 here.
I have to. It doesn't let me do anything else.
Ow, dang it. I need to shave.
Oh, I can't roll. Okay, I need to do this first. 2 skeletons decide to attack. They jump out the second Ezra tries to open the door. With reckless abandon.
Just gonna...
Of course, they're skeletons. They're pretty weak. But...
And I'm there to assist.
There's only one downside to skeletons, though. They don't care about anything but a good old bludgeoning weapon.
Baby, Sharkbait is a living, tube-shaped bludgeoning weapon.
Get him, Sharkbait. It just runs into them.
Also, Sal, are you editing my writing for Sharkbait?
I'm adding to it.
Where is my Initiatato?
What I really love is that there's a handout for human skeletons. I can't see it, so I don't know what's on it. But I can see the handout thumbnail. I can't see the actual handout.
That's weird.
Yeah. I thought they were the same thing, but I guess it makes an image for it.
Craig took a nap.
Craig's like in the background. He doesn't necessarily notice it. Ezra, you managed to respond before the skeletons decide to come in swinging with their weapons. What do you do?
That's gonna be a swipe at him.
You have 3 actions. Use them wisely.
I forget, does attacking like multiple, like it's a minus...
Negatives.
-5
Yeah.
for every additional attack, yes.
Okay, so it's my 5 and the third one would be -10. Ooh.
Yeah.
Alright, just making sure. Well, I'm just gonna look at the guy right in front of me and study him as a move action. So I got +1 to my
But that's 1 action, yes. You've studied them. Or would it be
+1
2?
to my
I
attack
think
and damage.
yeah, I think it went with 2. It takes 2 right now because you get a lot of upgrades for it, and making it 1 wouldn't quite work out.
Alright, well I still got 1 attack.
So
then.
which square is this Skelly Bones in? Because he's kind of on
Okay,
the
I can't
point.
see either skelly bones. They're both directly in front of you.
Okay, because I can't manipulate them, but they were just in weird places.
Yeah, I know. Wow.
I see him right here.
Even with the damage reduction against non-bludgeoning weapons, you still whack him with such force that he does that Dark Souls thing where like all little bones start rolling around on the floor, clatter clatter.
Ezra sees the skelly bones. No, just obliterates it.
Not on my watch.
It's a clattering of skeletons.
You didn't drink your calciums.
Yes. It is then the skeleton's turn.
And I've been removed from initiative.
What?
Oh, you're at the bottom. I see you.
Oh wait, I'm not on the initiative now. I bet I rolled.
Oh hey, one of the goblins has decided to show up for me. Slowly but surely, the assets will load.
One day. The year 2030.
In the year.
In the year 2090, 90, 90, 90, 99. Anyway, the skeleton will lunges out at Ezra, and I love that. Okay, first and foremost, that's all set to whisper. I don't like that at all. I like to have my shit to be public. Point is, Ezra, it rolls an 18 and a 10 on its 2 claw attacks. It swipes and lunges at you.
Well, the 18 is my AC, so that hits.
It manages to land a large gash of 4 damage on you.
Gasp.
Since that is its multi-attack, it's gonna go for... will it go for 1 more claw? Will it go for 1 more claw? No.
Go for the claw on the cat.
It's moving and lunging forwards. Kitty cat, there's a skeleton clawing all over Ezra. You hear the scraping of bone on armor.
Well, I'm like, use my sword. That was
Professor
horrible.
Oak tells you this is not the time to use it.
Shut up, old man.
Attacking with
So
the
I
sword
get
may
this
be
like
more
do
big
it
ol' sword, like,
again.
ah! And then Kitty's like,
Okay, I guess not.
attacking with the sword maybe have been a more proficient way of handling this. No, skeletons are, despite that they're just skeletons, remarkably difficult to properly damage. Which is why they're so
Also-
threatening to commoners.
Involves getting more than a 5 on a roll.
That also might help. Crazy thing.
This isn't actually an action. I just want to see if I get something that's not a 10 on a third one. Oh, great.
oh, there you go.
Well, I'm just gonna, get ready to defend against something in case Ezra steps back. 'Cause
Okay,
apparently I can't hit
Eleanor, can you please add yourself? Okay, please set your initiative to what it was.
Oh, wait. Oh, it was
Because I think it's your turn now. It's an 8, right? Yeah, 8.
I don't know why it was
Eleanor, there's a skeleton attacking your friends.
right. I wiggle my stick and go, shark bait. Rend them. Shark bait zoomies past Kitty Cat. Introduces herself to the skeleton in front of her. Dare damage Ezra. And she's gonna strike with and it closed out Shark Bait's sheet for some reason again. Stop doing that. roll 20 hurt itself in confusion. Gonna do a bite attack.
Hey, you should do the actual attack.
God dang it. Wait, where is that?
Should be Sharkbait's attacks, unless Sharkbait's sheet looks
Hey, I
different.
can see the skeletons.
Yay.
Oh, 1 second.
Yeah, this one's studied. Okay, well, it's dead then. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you killed the hell out of it.
A ferret comes charging and.
Oh, there it is. Right, I was like- It rolls a 17 on that thing and tries to chomp it.
$17. Let's take a look. Where's the 17?
Is-
There we go. Everything decided to snap into existence.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's see. Well, lucky you. It turns out that Sharkbait's bite does in fact do bludgeoning damage.
I like
So
to
you-
think that she uses her like weird morphine power to give herself like weird blunt teeth.
So this ferret runs between Kitty Cat's feet, jumps on in, and crashes into the skeleton.
That must look
Discombobulating its-
really weird. Just like slinking
discombobulating
between
its
legs.
energies. You are now standing over a pile of bones.
I'm stepping over carefully. Just going in, make sure there's room for everyone to get in.
Let me see if there's anything else to see in here.
Craig pets his wolf.
I don't even know anything's going on yet.
Okay, he's just busy petting the wolf.
All right. I'm actually looking something up because I need to see your guys' sheet. The Rise of the Baby Claire sheet. Because guess what? You killed some skeletons, and I have to add those. Skeletons, human. 135 each. You killed 2. Bam, total added.
Nice.
Wonk. Alright. Do you want to do anything with the tomb now that it's cleared out of skeletons?
Is there
Ah.
anything we're seeing in here?
Well, it's your basic average tomb, other than the fact that there's a discarded robe in the corner, and
Huh.
one of the tombs is open and doesn't have a body inside of it. Now there are 2 tombs off to the side that don't have bodies in them, but
Well, we probably just found those.
yeah, but this final one is like that's something a skeleton couldn't have done on a whim.
Sharkbait sniffs the robe.
Does your sharkbait have any capacity to detect magic?
Actually, I think she does. I think she has better detection of magic for me. And it close her sheet again. Okay, roll 20. I like this. I have to have the sheet open so I can look at it. She has skills. So let's see. Skills, sense motive, Sleight of hand, knowledge planes.
Spellcraft is required to identify objects.
Okay, no, she doesn't. Apparently, she does not.
Although if you have knowledge arcana, I'll let you do it, but the DC is a little higher.
I have knowledge arcana, but I have a 1 in all my knowledge skills because I'm not actually a wizard.
Does anyone here have the necessary skill to know what this is?
No,
I know nothing about magic. Not my thing.
I swing
What about-
sword.
So
What
what
about Greg?
kind of magic did you say?
Knowledge arcana.
Spellcraft or knowledge arcana. Although knowledge arcana is the harder one. So if you want to do that, you can roll me on spellcraft. Maybe you'll learn something.
I have
That's
none of
spellcraft.
this.
I have spellcraft in 1. like I said, I'm not a wizard, so like all my like
you need to be
wizardry stuff
trained
is
in
one.
order to know spellcraft. You can't just improvise.
Well, it is trained. It's just like it's not very good. So since no one else has, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna come up to the robe. Sharpen's gonna try to take it from
Like,
me. I'm gonna take it back.
You can spend a hero point and you automatically identify it. You start every session with one, so
I don't want to waste a hero point just to look at a robe. So I'm gonna try it. Heart of the cards. Hey, 15.
No.
Oh.
the DC for this is 21.
Well, that is a piece of cloth that is in a tomb. Who'd have thought?
Just gonna guess it belonged to one of the skeletons.
And that the skeletons got naked.
So about the bodies.
Sheriff Hammerlock steps up. Does that thing people do when they're sheriff when they mess with their belt.
He hooks the thumbs in it.
Darn snootin'.
He moseys it over to us.
Darn snootin'. He will basically tell you that kind of strange that a bunch of goblins wanted to get inside of a tomb and threw a robe around that's for a person twice their size.
Maybe they were trying to get into an R-rated movie.
Or maybe, I mean, I don't know if they like goblin diets. Maybe they just wanted some old meat.
I can assure you that what's his name? I thought it was Ezekiel, but no, yes, Azakian. I can assure you, old Azakian was nothing but bones. At the very least, not very, very tasty.
Well, I mean, we go back to the tracks, see where they go, if anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I do appreciate
D-
it.
I mean, does it look like anything else is missing from the tomb, like valuables other than bodies?
No, doesn't look like it. But to be fair, you don't have a full inventory of this place before and after goblin attack.
Does the sheriff know why a bunch of goblins would want to raid some tombs other than for fun?
Well, I mean, I don't know why goblins would do it, but I could think a few reasons why a person might want to do it.
And why is that?
I don't know, revenge. Maybe they got a personal gripe. Maybe they're a necromancer planning to do something. On that note, I prefer it if you didn't go around tattling people about our tombs being desecrated. People got enough on their head they don't need to be worrying about their grandparents walking up and coming to slap them.
Oh, there are towns I've heard of where that happens too often. The dad around all the time. It's not right.
Well, I do appreciate your kind help. Because I think I might have gotten it the wrong way if I tried this. He points out that he has a sword and wouldn't have been as effective against skeletons if he was on his own.
Yeah, I was having that problem.
I wasn't.
Luckily, you had a shark bait and a really strong sword arm.
Sharkbait. At least you didn't come here with. I didn't have like Sharkbait grow some pummeling arms.
You can if you want to. Give her the arms.
I was actually thinking about having her because it says in
Give her
combat to
anchor
have her
arms.
grow- Yeah, it says so actually. Wait, I wanted to ask that. Real quick. Because it says with limbs, like as an action, I can have her grow extra arms or like stuff or like maybe a pummel attack. Do I just pull up a slam attack, or do you do that, or what?
What the fuck, Claire?
That's what it says.
Okay. I'm gonna take a nice old look at apparently the ability of Sharkbait to just go anchor arms.
Now, my question is, do her front paws turn into big beefy arms, or just like do they grow out of like her
No,
shoulders?
no. If you take the limbs, it just like you either sacrifice the other limbs or they becomes like a shark bait tower.
Oh,
Okay, so it doesn't add natural attack. You just gain the arms. But you need to pick natural attack like slam to get more of them. And then you can take grab, and shark bait can slam people and just grab them.
oh, okay. So I have to get the attacks first before the limbs can like.
No, you need to
Do
get the limbs
anything.
first, then you can get the attacks.
That's really
limbs
confusing. Okay.
Limbs are a requirement, and then like just hey, now
Claire,
you can
why
do
is it so confusing for you that you need to have the limbs to use the attacks?
Oh no, I'm confused myself. Okay, go on. I'm being dumb. Is what's happening.
I just love the idea of like Claire being like, you need limbs?
Yeah, you need limbs to punch things. People die when they're killed.
Nice.
Claire and Mia.
But that is it for now, at least. A clue dropped. But now, let's talk about Fancy Pants, who apparently gets an admirer.
Wait, who?
Over the days, a lot of
Fancy.
whispers go around. A lot of like, ooh, people like giggling, fangirls. People with dollop-like yellow hair.
Oh God,
What's going on?
you're getting floozied at.
Eventually, however, one of them actually makes a move on you. We'll say that it's day 3-ish. When someone busts a move on you, it's
On the
Well-
cat?
it's an attractive young woman who goes by the name of Shayless Vinder. And gracefully introduces herself. The hero of Sandpoint. My, such grace, such elegance, such style. For context, I presume this is you're just walking around town. Take a look at the market. Take a look at all that fresh fish. The sailors back from their fishing trips. As a lady butts in on you trying to purchase some wares.
I was looking at the fish.
So it's like I'm hungry. Would anyone judge me if I tried to eat this raw?
I was looking at the better catch in this port. Wonk.
Ooh, this one's forward.
I could use a hero to help with a slight problem we're having.
And what would that problem be?
I need to check up on what her dad exactly does. But she tells you in no uncertain terms that her house has a rat problem.
Wait, is she profiling the cat?
Yeah, roll for racism.
I sure could use a ratter in my house.
Kitty.
She's gonna give you like a special little cat boy uniform while you're catching mice.
And so I know that you're in the house, I need to put this little bell around your neck.
Oh, I got the context.
Also, here is my response. She started getting too forward. Grappling hook.
What?
Shoot her. He's a grappling hook.
Okay, guys.
I love how that's a goddamn video game getting animation. What the heck?
Yeah, that's the Zelda twirl.
That's just how Gravity Falls do. I love that show.
It's awesome. That's art. Boy, she would like little old you to come on and help little old her with a little old rat problem.
So when you say rats, do you mean like normal rats or like big rats with like knives? Because I've seen both.
Well, they don't have knives. But it shouldn't be a problem for big old you.
For big old cat animal man, you.
I'm sure you have plenty of rat busting experience.
Behind me, my companions are just
I like how she's going for the cat man because he's a cat and rats because racism. But there's like a giant like ferret predatory
So-
animal.
Actually, ma'am, he says smoothly, pointing at the ferret thing. One of my heroic companions happens to have this giant creature, which I'm pretty sure is great at eating rats.
Claire, does sharkbait actually eat rats?
This one might she big.
She eats. Looks at Sharkbait uncomfortably. Yes.
And Sharkbait bites your head like nymph.
I'm sure that would take care of your problem, and much less time than it would take me to stab them.
I mean, that thing's a little big, and the basement's only so big. It's not really made for beasts of burden. And I kept running away. What the hell, Claire? I mean, Sharkbait. What the hell, Sharkbait?
So, but the ferret's the same size as me. How would? But
Yeah, but the dimensions are a bit different.
You see, I like the idea that you're trying really hard not to call her out as being like totally racist.
I try to give alternative explanations.
I'm actually a vermin catcher. That's my background thingy. So like, hey, I mean, that's actually my
an expert
specialty.
here.
Baby Claire, don't you look pretty gnarly as a character? Like,
I am. Well, my icon's Squirrel Girl. I don't know how that would translate to D&D. I'm assuming like absolute. You know that dude from the Hobbit movie, the dirty forest wizard?
also,
Radagast.
she assures you that her father probably doesn't want like another pit of vermin going down in the basement, even if it's a solve one. That's just how you get like biosphere disasters, like Australia. There's gonna be like ferrets all over the general store.
I look as soon as she calls Sharkbait vermin. I just look at Sharkbait incredibly uncomfortably.
I just need you to come along for just a moment and help out. You can get a nice discount at the store.
The discounts are nice. Grappling hook.
Zing!
The situation is incredibly uncomfortable.
This is very uncomfortable.
If only you had a smoke bomb. Smoke pellet.
Wait, do I?
I don't know. You could have bought some, maybe.
I have an awful lot of random things on me.
You start sweating highs. You just like go ninja grenade, ninja smoke bomb.
I just walk by and smack down on the ass and be like, "Go get her, tiger," and I just walk away.
And Ezra has like.
Oh, it's a tiger, huh?
Oh yeah, that's what you're saying now?
I love this cat racism. You got anything to add to this, Craig?
Wait,
Actually,
how
you're a
come
big
every
old rock
time
man.
How come
You
it's
can
always
stop rats.
racism towards my characters?
Oh yeah, this happened last time too. Weird.
Why do you keep playing charisma?
No, the thing is, Claire usually was the charisma one. So,
Well,
sure,
fair,
let's
the last
go
one
have a
was
look at
like-
your rat problem. I say, slightly awkward in all this immense racism.
She'll
The
try to,
rat problem.
she'll try to take you by the arm, by the way, and ignores any attempt of your friends to follow along, saying they won't be needed. It's a small basement.
We're not. You're gonna be locked down there, aren't you?
Don't worry, guys. I have multiple bombs on me.
Look, lady, I'm beginning to
Throw
think
this
you
on
have
the
a rat.
ground. Kill everybody.
We're gonna find you in a pit. You're just like, look, lady, you don't have a rat problem. I think you're just crazy. It puts the lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose again.
Look, lady, grapple hook.
That doesn't work in a basement.
You'd be surprised if you try.
Just not trying hard enough.
Wait, so freaking! We have Craig who has a wolf. He has a wolf.
Yeah, but
That's
they're
like.
on animals. So I'm gonna go see how this goes.
I look at Sharkbait. What do you have to say about this? She speaks in my head. Well, we're not doing that to her, but.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just going along with it. I'm gonna see how this goes.
All right. I'm gonna drag you back over to the Sandpoint map because you are in Sandpoint, and there is a map for it. Oh heck! All of my things closed. That's nice. I have to reorganize them. Sandpoint locations. I also need Sandpoint. Oh, I hate that the one that was called Sandpoint at a glance because I always forget. Let's see, which one is the general store? It's not one. General store is 26. Nice. Where is the general store? What a reasonable
change
location. It's
your-
adjacent to Main Street.
How do you change your icon again?
I can take care of that for you. It
Yeah,
goes a bit
if you
smoother.
go down to the as where it says your name, you can like click on it and click on one of the characters. Like
Yeah, that's
trade
what I'm doing.
preferably, but
See, now I'm Ezra for some reason.
It's not letting me do that.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just-
that's weird.
I like that the guy's name is Finder. He finds things for you.
I just look at Ezra after like Talon gets dragged off. You know, as a wiggles my fingers vermin, hunter. I'm a little insulted that she just sort of spit on my trade.
you don't understand that the rat is in her basement. If you will.
Well, yeah, it's your store.
No.
You know what? I'm completely sheltered. I actually look at Sharkbait for like some meaning to that, and Sharkbait shakes their head at me.
That's it, Sharkbait. I've had enough of you.
What is this? Oh,
Break in Discord. I was
Yeah,
not
hey.
like seconds there.
But yeah, this
You
is
didn't-
ye olden times. There were big furry creatures in all women's skirt.
dang, Bella.
And they hungry.
Oh no, Bella, don't!
Eleanor Snipe has hurt herself in confusion. She is dead now.
Okay, so what's going on?
Catty cat, Kit Cat is being shown to the basement of the general store.
Yeah, and he is being quite careful about this, even though he's not that worried.
It's a small basement where some supplies are kept. It seems to also be used as a larder of sorts. There's like a barrel of big beer. And let's see. Most eye-catching is that once you're at the bottom of the stairs and can actually look around this, it is indeed kind of small. You'd think that Sharkbait would have some issues maneuvering around all these like tight hallways. It's fine for people that stand upright. Things that are like long would have to like backpedal through it and be awkward.
We are looking at things assuming that Sharkbait obeys the laws of physics.
I mean, I can.
Sharkbait just
shrink
rolls
down.
over themselves.
I mean,
Sharkbait, you see, the laws of physics as we know them only apply to creatures that are three-dimensional.
Hey, listen, if you've ever listened to that Star Trek song, you would know you cannot change the laws of physics.
Sharkbait smiles at your ignorance of the world beyond veil.
Point is that once you're at the bottom of the stairs and she's like showing you to where the rats are supposedly at, you notice that there's a cot down here, which is a bed.
Okay, there are two possible directions this is going.
Better get that grappling hook ready.
You could probably grapple like the wine rack and throw it on top of her.
Yeah, but I want to know which direction this is going before I kill her.
Probably on top of her. Going it the other way would just break some other merchandise.
Yeah, but I want to know which direction we're going with this.
The direction we're going with this is that you need to roll me a perception.
Ah, shit, I actually don't have high perception.
You're trying to seduce me.
No, that'd be sense motive.
Can I do that? Because her perception ain't that great.
Cool. In that case, you don't notice the actually important detail.
Really?
In that case, what you notice is that the lady is starting to do the thing when ladies do. When they want to get in bed with someone.
We lost Lyle again. Discord is really hating Zala tonight.
Listen, Claire. Listen, Claire. You're the one who should be getting the pound town tree. On the head, kerbonk, with a clonk sound effect. Man, I recently played a Doomwad where they used the clonk sound effect, and it's the best.
Maybe reinstall Discord.
All right.
Because it's exploding, and I hate it.
All right. I'll just.
Go for it.
But can we at least resolve this real fast? This probably won't take too long.
Okay, so yeah, can I do sense motive?
Well, she's being very overt. There is no need to sense motive the fact that she's trying to get onto you and use that cot. Which is also why that perception check was important, because someone is going down the stairs. It turns out that going down the basement of someone's store means the person who owns the store might figure out that someone's downstairs.
Oh my god.
Now,
This is
I
gonna be a
wasn't
farmer's.
actually jumping for this because I didn't want to cause any problems in the town that would get me chased out again.
So, to give you the long and short of it, there's an angry, strong-looking man behind you coming down the stairs. You didn't hear him, which means that he has his hand on your shoulder when he tries to turn you around and start shouting about a thug in his basement. How do you wish to resolve the situation?
You just shoot a grappling hook in his face.
Throw it.
No, seriously, what do you wish to resolve the situation? Because he's shouting at this moment. He hasn't done anything violent yet, but he looks like he might pop a vein and get violent soon.
Okay. So,
For context, I would like to remind you that this is a citizen.
yeah, I wasn't actually going to attack anybody.
just scream your
So
game.
if you must
very
attack him,
loudly at
stick to non-lethal. Otherwise, maybe use your words.
I'm going to bluff my way out of this first thing that I'll do the roll.
Okay, well, the bluff check for this is really high, but you made it.
Yeah, I did. Nat 20.
Um,
Okay, wow, lady, these rats sure were pretty big. I guess we're gonna have to really take care of this. I'll get my rat catcher friend in here.
Don't drag me into this.
Okay, I imagine that like you make your kitty ears wiggle wiggle, you make your tail swishy swishy. Be like, I'm a cat. I'm here for
Yeah,
cat
okay,
I
fun.
know about this stuff.
You play into the racism. Meow! I ate all the rats that are in my tummy, Tom.
Wow, it was a good thing that you picked out of anybody in my party, including the vermin catcher. You picked a kitty, yeah.
Listen, Claire, there'd be a lot more explaining if Sharkbait was down here too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like lay in the sun, a sunbeam.
Listen,
for
I'm
6
fine
hours.
with you fucking a horse, but fucking a man-sized ferret.
No,
What are
I
you
feel
doing?
like we're getting
Talk about it,
racist.
what?
No, she just brought me down here to look for some rats. Big ass infestation. You're gonna want to take care of this. I'm a professional.
Sharkbait has an
As
aura
you
of
can see,
asexuality.
I'm a cat.
I'm a cat. I'm gonna find a random beam of sunlight and just lay in it for like a few.
Now you shut up. You don't know our ways.
Callan just does this.
Point is, you managed to wink and smile your way past Venvinder, who otherwise would have delivered a pound town on your head.
I was really hoping to lay a pound town on her, but I'm sure not getting to do that today.
He says that we don't have a rep problem.
Well, I mean, not anymore. That's how good I am at this. Bam.
You finger pistol at him. Rats eating, yeah.
You can't see it. I actually did finger pistols right there.
And then you grappling hook your way out, you climb up the stairs with your rope, like slowly dragging your body over the steps.
Nico, knee.
Fen is going to have a stern talking to with his daughter, but you are able to slip out in between, managing to avoid having any of the repercussions that would have been involved. You also technically get the... Okay, let's see. Yes. You managed to get the experience for both technically resolving Venvinder and technically resolving the situation without getting anything bad on yourself. She might have
Or
problems,
anyone else.
but you don't.
Colonel, we've managed to avoid sexual assault.
And physical assault.
And potentially marriage.
I emotionally battered her.
Please, you think that part was going to happen?
Oh heck, with all the
Hey, Jack,
experience
don't
you've gotten
worry.
so far, according to my experience sheet, you are now halfway to the next level. Nice.
Nice.
And that was that for the day. I assume that Kitty Cat wants to not be on the street a little too much after that.
At least not this street.
Exactly. There's other shark alleyways you can find sharks. They're all alive and they're all singing songs, and it's a Disney movie. The next day, it's time for the boar hunt.
Yay.
Aldrin Foxglove, who again is fancy as all heck.
Oh wait, I just got it. Here's the gif of what he does.
Later.
I like that he actually hits the frame and then rolls into it. That's great. Anyway, Aldrin Foxglove shows up, his shoes clacking on the fine the fine wooden floor of the Rusty
I
Dragon
like this
Inn,
guy.
with his cane in hand behind his back. He's like, good friends.
Oh,
Were we not going to hunt on this fine day?
I'm always
Have
up
you been
for
able to
fun.
make yourself nice and at home within this fine little town?
Fine little what?
We're going on a hunt, weren't we? Have you been able to make yourself at home in this fine little town?
Oh yes.
Been enjoying the inn.
Marvelous.
Enjoying the food.
Marvelous. Well then, shall we get to the hunt then? I know of a nice spot in a nearby woods. Doesn't have any problem with the what do they call it? Goblins. There's no goblins within that area. It should be the greatest place to go for a jolly old hunt.
And our quarry is boar, correct?
Yes, we're just going after one of the local boar. They have a bit of a. Have you ever seen or fought a wild boar?
No, I don't think I have.
So, for context, people like to be like, "Oh, boars probably aren't so scary. They're fucking scary."
I mean, I've seen the boar tumbler.
Like-
When day goes out.
Like,
There's always a
like
boar.
regular boars are CR2. They will fuck up a commoner with ease. They're fast. Their horns hurt like hell. Like, if they hit you with their horns at all, the average person is going to be dead.
And they're big.
However, you're going on a hunt, you're not going to fight one on a fair footing. You're going to fuck it up from afar, like jerks. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Looking at this, a boar really has a lot going for it. God dang. Let's see. Can I drag and drop this thing onto the table though? Because it's not in the base section. No. Of course it ain't. Oh well. Let's see. Where are you going? I think you're going to Tickwood. You're going to Tickwood.
Ticklewood.
Yes, Tickwood. It's a fine place to be. Do you know why it's called Tickwood?
Hey, we lost a lot of them. Might want to wait until Zala brings off
Yes.
Discord.
Yes, we can wait until the cat manages to get their ears out of their head.
Since we're waiting, I'm gonna go pee. Be right back.
Tinkle time. Anyone want to go to the Hag's Plummet?
I don't think I want to go to Hag's Plummet.
It sounds like a very pleasant place.
Also, a couple of bits of information, because you need to know where you are and what you're doing. You're over here-ish. Oh, that's not even visible. Okay. Can you see Sandpoint, the name and all?
Nope.
No? Okay, I guess you...
All I'm seeing is a map of a. Okay, now I can see names.
Yeah, apparently you guys
Tickwood.
don't have the background. Okay, that's fine. Your good friend will actually give you a map of the local area. Cool. I love it when the map doesn't work like that. He tells you about some of the local roads, which means that you essentially get access to the road network.
We didn't have access to this road network before.
Well, you didn't know where it was, more specifically.
Okay.
Now you know, like, the roads and where they go. He tells you about Tickwood, about the Devil's Platter, which is a large rock formation. Very, very telling.
I thought you said the Devil's Bladder.
I mean, I imagine the devil might be one to take a while before he takes a leak.
It's got these very unpleasant waterfalls.
Oh my. I mean, it does have a river coming out of it, so maybe. Oh yeah. This is some fine context. I think every single one of these woods has a goblin tribe in it.
Nice.
I think also the marsh has one. There's one in the mountains somewhere. There's like a lot of goblins all over the place. We'll have to
Why
wait for
can't I-
Xylas back before we can hear all about why it's called Tickwood, and it's not a great reason.
Why can't I change my image? I want to change my.
Just show me your image and I'll change it for you.
It's the Craig image, the rock biter, because
Yep.
I wanna bother, Claire.
Post the image
why
somewhere
do
where I can see it,
you want
and
to
I'll-
bother? You want me to hear in my head
bad.
the line over and over again in my head,
Exactly.
which I will.
Show me the image somewhere where I can copy a URL to it.
Hold on.
Where I can copy
Your-
the Earl of Worcestershire to it.
Oh, hi, Sharkbait.
Sharkbait? What? Where is she? What's she doing?
She's looking right at me. You want some emu oil, Sharkbait? You want me to spend? Because that was really expensive, but it sounded like it would be really good for you. But it was very expensive, actually. It was like $30 a bottle.
There.
Yeah, that's
to
already
the,
your avatar and your display pic.
Yeah, but I'm not getting it. I'm trying to set my avatar to it, and it's not letting me.
He's trying to do the as chat thing, Safi. It's not letting him for some reason.
Well, your token is already the guy.
My token is I want my.
Oh, okay. Here's what you do. Go to the chat. Go to the chat box. At the bottom, there's a section called As. Find your name in that and click it.
Go to the chat box.
Go to the chat box section. At the bottom, there's As, and then there's drop down box, which is used for setting your picture.
Yeah, I'll say as notorious, man. You know, you can click on that.
Oh, there it is.
Set it as
See, I
Craig.
figured that out last week, but I couldn't figure it out this week for some reason.
Anger
Like big, strong hands.
Oh, man, don't they?
And
Dude, I
also,
love that movie. Effed me up when I was young.
Oh yeah, me too.
The horse scene screwed me up so bad.
Come
I
on,
want to know
man.
why Chayu didn't die. He seemed very sad about his horse.
Well, see, that's what makes it. See, when you think about it, that's what makes it worse because that means the horse is even more utterly, absolutely depressed. Apparently, that horse had the entire world on its shoulders when it was sinking into that bog. It was like, Atreyu, yeah, I'm done. But there's so much beauty in the world, Mr. Frodo. No, Atreyu, no, there's not.
I'm a horse. I've seen it all, and it's all bad.
Because yeah, if the grief of your horse friend slowly succumbing to misery and drowning in front of you slowly isn't enough to bring you down, Atreyu, then your horse had like some huge emotional. Your horse saw stuff or something. He was like a freaking Vietnam veteran.
What do you mean? You ate my father. He was old, and I couldn't ride him anymore, and I was hungry.
Yeah, he had a
You
bump
ate
leg.
my father.
You ate my father. Oh, Jesus.
Well, you ate my cousin. He was a potato. Oh no, Claire's got the coronas.
Nah, I'm just coughing. Oh man, that's been fun today. Anytime I cough, like people just like get hyper anxious around me.
You know what's really fun? I know a bunch of people, including myself. I think I might be having like hay fever because I've been having throat problems a whole while. But yeah, people with hay fever are like, "No, I'm not sick. I'm just having hay fever."
And yeah, and I get hay fever too. I get allergies, when it gets springtime, and combined with my acid reflux, I'm coughing all the time.
Yeah, I have a
Oh my God,
chronic
there's
cough
this-
because of acid reflux, and it's freaking people the fuck out.
By the way,
Yeah, that's what I have.
on this map, there's also Foxglove Manor.
Yeah.
He will gladly point out where his house is.
He's a cool guy.
We
I
go
like
there,
him.
hang out, put up a.
You're always welcome at my fine establishment, of course, my saviors. And after this hunt, we'll be even closer friends still.
Sweet. I'm gonna.
We might
go
even come
put
back
my-
with a giant
put
tick.
my rock feet up on his living room table.
We might even come back with a giant tick. That's why it's called Tickwood.
I like that.
I mean, like, is this something we want to do, or is this like a parasite that's just gonna follow us out?
Claire, there's a goblin called Rip Nugget. Nugget.
Nugget.
And he rides along serpentine creature, so I think you're anti-bait. That's anti-bait.
The anti-bait.
He's gonna turn him into a goblin ferret.
Oh my God, they made a freaking. They nerfed a card in Shadowverse that just got released literally a couple days ago. That is amazing.
Claire.
It was so.
Claire, you know what? I much prefer people patch things that are broken early than they take forever.
Well, yeah, I wish they would do this more often because there's so many cards that are just absolutely busted in the game, but they haven't done anything with them. I'm actually kind of annoyed that they nerfed this card, but they don't touch cards like Kuwan that just like eat entire games.
By the way, I want you to think about what kind of mount you want because this guy's going to buy you a mount at the stable. Now, what kind of horse do you want?
Look at shark bait.
Probably like a brown one.
Ezra's big. She's a big horse. Craig is also. Wait, can Craig even ride a horse? He's like.
Yeah.
How much does he weigh?
Weighs like 300 pounds. He's only 4'2".
Oh, he's not like a gigantic
He's
rock
a
fighter.
compressed. He's a
No,
compressed boy.
he's basically a dwarf, but like with stone skin.
So he is a mountain dwarf.
What did you say about
So
my
to
weight?
And Ezra is not actually, that big.
You can buy Zyla for 8 gold
Oh.
pieces.
Wait, did you say you can buy Zyla for 8 gold pieces?
Yeah, a fox is 8 gold pieces and weighs 12 pounds.
Well,
I think
mean,
Zal will be insulted. Also, they said they're already installing now.
I like that Sharkbait's very happy about that. Why aren't you enthusiastic, Claire?
Darn it.
Also, I rolled on the tables to determine her height and weight. She is 5'5" and 119 pounds.
For 4,500 gold pieces, you can get a combat-trained woolly mammoth, which weighs 6 tons.
Damn.
Now, can you imagine a person who has such a strength score that he can lift up a woolly mammoth? Your amount means nothing to me.
It's like in Final Fantasy VI when Sabin suplexes the Phantom Train.
I still don't know how to feel about that.
And that's a feat for like older dragons. Like,
Older dragons. You mean elder dragons?
Now that I'm a ripe 400 years old, I guess I'm gonna try to suplex this train. Why the fuck are axe beaks so expensive?
They have axes
Oh.
on their faces.
No, that's just the shape of their beak, but it's like 1,000 gold pieces. Oh, they're actually pretty tough. And they're
Oh, it's
super
just-
fast.
It's just like, so
And
it's
they
not
use
actually
their-
like a beak bird. It's not actually like a dang axe bird. It's just, it has a.
It's got an axe-shaped beak that it uses to chop wood.
Hey, why don't you buy a canary or a hawk?
Can
or
I
a
ride
thrush?
it?
So, Craig, no.
That's the sound that it makes.
I love that Chrome has a right-click option that's search a selected item on Google. That's
You know, I
nice.
just, I've seen my dang. I've heard birds die, and I don't like the noises actually.
What have you or die?
Birds.
No!
Oh man.
Like at your own hands.
Claire, get a riding
No.
gecko. Get a riding gecko.
Also, Safi, what are the favorite class things?
The favorite class thing. Let me take a look.
Yeah. Like, I think it takes it, instead of doing the BAB increase, it, like, gives you, whatever the option is.
I think the way it works is that your race might have one if you have a favorite class option. Otherwise, I think it's a health point or a skill point.
Yeah, cause,
But I
'cause
think
effect-
I'm not using that rule. I'm instead just giving you a skill point and no negative int on
Okay.
skills. Because holy cannoli, the classes that don't have int never get skills.
Alright.
It's a double whammy. A vision toad. What the hell's a vision toad? Oh,
You lick it and
yes. It mentions that.
yeah.
For 10 gold.
You want to hit this man?
You want to check this out, boy?
Boy. If you guys are rich, you could buy a giant owl.
Can we
As a
ride
mount?
it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It only costs 6,000 to 9,000 if combat trained. But it's
Owl?
huge.
How long
Gross,
before I
man.
can ride my wolf? I want my wolf to be a big wolf. It's like level 4 or 6 or something.
I mean, technically you can ride medium creatures.
Looks to shark bait.
I would love to see if Sharkbait would be willing to deign to fucking carry you on his big tube back.
I hold
Listen.
the saddle to shark bait.
That
Shark
wiggly
bait
back ain't gonna help.
lasers me.
Okay, I just came into lasers.
I mean,
But
whatever.
yeah,
you
we are now all epic tier level. Shark bait now has laser eyes.
Oh, I sort of assumed she already did.
Look, if I can do it, I might do it. Give her laser eyes.
What are you gonna do, Claire?
If I can get sharkbait laser eyes, I'll get sharkbait laser eyes.
There's probably something you can do for that. Yes,
Omega sanction bait.
like a scorching ray on a set of goggles.
Anyways, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hopefully,
Oh,
it's
you're on
gonna
the
be
map.
nicer to you.
On the map. On the map. On the map. On the map. You are going to go to Tickwood and hunt a boar. Do you know why it's called Tickwood?
Because there's ticks.
Giant ticks, yes. Ticks the size of dogs.
Okay, how
Huh.
is that not the thing we're hunting? Why
That's
are we hunting boars?
Because ticks
Well, I
are
assume-
probably less
They're
tasty.
quite rare and hard to find. But if we see
Dogs
one, we
all
might as
ticks.
well. Just be careful. They can jump very high. So even if... Well, anyway, I'm going to... Let's see. Let's just get you some nice horses. That way we don't have to take too long to get there.
Could get like
I'm still concerned about these ticks.
Let's see. It's 32 to get there. Is that minutes? What kind of time scale is it using?
No.
Years.
I guess minutes, because I read that it's like it takes about half an hour to get to Tickwood.
Wait, so and we go past an entire thing of mountains, and that's only 30 minutes? What?
no, we go.
Claire, you
under.
take this dotted road.
I mean, all right.
Or you
Which
can
is
take
not
like...
a-
Or although I guess the fancy road is technically the same.
Well, the fancy road, you know, you get all the fancy treatment.
The problem with the fancy road is that we'll go near Shankswood, and that's... The goblins live there, will like to shank, as they say. Also, you've been cordially
Look,
invited to
there's
come,
all
whenever you happen
goblins
to be in
here.
the area, to Foxglove Manor.
Nice.
Where is that?
I keep...
This one right here.
Oh, okay. It's a bit of a walk.
Also, I like this. I like Tickwood, full of ticks. Shankswood, full of shankers. So Raven Roost, I'm assuming
It's full
lots
of...
of crows.
No, it's full of dejected people from that school, from whatever it's called.
Well, hello again, travelers.
And I'm
New
assuming Devil's
bodies,
Platter just sucks.
It's full of cut-up demon and angels.
That's
Marvelous.
full of a heavy metal.
Anyway, he will buy you a mount.
God dang, that's
Ooh.
cool.
He'll buy you, not a specific, he'll just buy you a nice horse to carry you around as you go on an exciting adventure together.
Each of
I
us?
don't really ride horses much, so I'm assuming it's like a boat.
Yeah, it's a boat with 4 legs that you just sit on, and you gotta handle it. You gotta know how to, handle it.
So essentially, he buys you all a light horse.
Nice.
They're not
Pretty
combat
nice.
trained, but they'll get you through it.
I mean, I'm just gonna ride my dog around, but I can use the horse as a pack mule.
I'll actually give you the light riding horse sheet. It won't participate. Okay, it isn't available, but it won't participate in combat. But it will let you get around pretty quickly because it moves 50 feet every turn.
That's slightly faster than me.
And I was going
Yes,
to ask
that's
about
what me.
how does Sharkbait gonna move with us? And I realized, wait, Sharkbait's actually super fast. So
Sharkbait's gonna ride the horse. You're just gonna walk beside it.
Claire, a light horse is large. It can carry a sharkbait and you. You can just drape it over back like a fur.
I am so uncomfortable by this knowing Sharkbait's true nature.
And I
To everyone
personally,
else, it would be
listen, I
it would be
personally like the
super
idea of like a
cute.
big sharkbait hanging over the back and like duking you.
yeah. To everyone else, it'd be super cute. To me, it's like, yeah, I got a demon like spooning me.
No, I mean like over the back of the horse's like flank and all.
Oh,
like a caught fur.
pelt.
Yeah, like a pelt.
She's just sleeping there.
Just flopping. Flopping in the breeze.
She dead sleeps for a half hour.
Yeah, just now you know it's fancy. Only a half hour. But yeah, okay. So we get a cool horse. Or a little
Marvelous.
horse.
There are no goblins in those woods, so the fairies will be safe once we get there. Now then, let's mount up on our high horses and see about getting ourselves a fine boar for dinner.
Onward!
Cut-a-clop,
The
cut-a-clop,
boar
cut-a-clop.
spears.
Well, as you go along the journey, Mr. Aldrin Foxglove will definitely try to strike up a few conversations. More particularly, he'll try to ask lots of questions. He would like to know who you are, where you're from. How long have you been fighting goblins? Any harrowing adventures to tell me about? I would love to know more about my saviors as well.
I'm generally from this area, but not this area specifically. Like, it is this area.
You're incredibly helpful.
I mean,
I'm from
I'm this area,
there.
but not.
Have you ever been around their point? Right around over here, road.
Oh, if it's over there, it needs to take care of itself, but...
I really
Thank
have
you,
to know a bit about the plains to understand.
You don't get it, man.
We're all just from a universe.
Well, I have all sorts of stories about being on boats because I like boats.
Marvelous. What's the skiff you posted? Oh, no, it's not a GIF, it's just a new thing that got me. That's a spear.
That's a traditional boar spear.
A boar spear.
I like how
Wow,
it
can you
looks.
imagine being such an annoying animal people make a weapon specifically to fight?
Boars are hard to kill.
I know.
Yeah, that's why they need that like big heckin' blade there to make sure.
They should have given them.
Wait, where's
They
the
should
boar
have given
spear?
them like orcish ferocity.
Baby chat.
Any, big chat.
Ah,
I mean, they have like 18 hit points, so yes, they're tough.
I like how no one commented on my grandpa moto.
I haven't ignored that.
I same mood.
Oh my god, I lost all my favorite gifts.
No, not your gifs.
Oh, I'll try
Not
to
your
post
briefs.
them too.
How do you find all my rubber gifts again?
Rubber. Point
And
is,
all of my...
arriving at the boar woods itself is not the problem. You're not Tickwood, at the edge in particular, as you crossed a small rickety bridge that was probably built by hunters to provide some easy passage without having to use the main bridges around here. Ah, the hunt is about to begin. A city where for us two fair hunting animals. Now then,
Well, I mean, fair with this is a shark bait.
of course,
Dangerous.
the first step to hunting a fine Tickwood boar is to find ourselves a clue.
I could, see myself to that if no one else is.
I would love to see how you would handle such a fine hunt.
Alright, I'm just gonna squat down. That's 11 technically, but
That's no. The boars probably don't hang out near the edge of the river like this too much. I mean, they might come out here to eat, but they don't, maybe somewhere
Right.
else.
I could roll nature.
No.
Darn it.
He recommends that perhaps we follow the trail a bit further inward and see what's ahead. He knows that there's a clearing if you follow the road, and from there you can go all kinds of ways. There's an old wood lumberjack shed somewhere out here, and from what he heard, there's a place where there used to be a goblin tribe. Makes for a nice, inspiring location. There's also a clearing with a pool where animals tend to take a sip, and a location where some fine berries can be collected.
well, you know these woods. You should lead the way.
Berries.
Ah, no. I want to see my fair rescuers showing me how it's really done.
How it's really that we never hunted poor before? It's like you brought us out here. That's what I'm thinking. Like, all right.
Ezra's not gonna say this loud, but it's like the goblins came to us.
Yes.
Looks. I look at Sharkbait on the horse, like who's like draped out over the horse. Want to go hunt a boar? No answer. Awesome. Actually, wait.
But-
Sharkbait have hunting abilities.
So should I use knowledge, nature, or survival to track a boar?
It's survival, but you're going to have to go someplace else. Ezra has already scoped out this location and didn't find anything.
Right.
So as you mentioned, there's a few locations in Tickwood that may be worth visiting. There's a lumberjack shed, an old place, a watering hole, a place with berries, a nice open glade. What do you think
Sure.
would be a worthwhile place to scope out?
the berries in the water hole seem promising, but
Many things like to go to water holes for water.
Marvelous. I like your way of thinking.
Water.
Very straightforward, very elementary, and logical.
Yeah. So I think we should check out the water.
All right. Does anyone else have any opposing views or opinions?
I agree with the
Water
water
sounds
hole.
good.
Yeah.
You march on through the woods, ignoring potential fun sightseeing tours and sticking to the matter at hand.
Killing.
How do you approach the watering hole? You can approach stealthily, but in that process you may destroy some clues.
But how would the stealth destroy clues?
Because you're being extremely careful. And in the process
Yeah,
of
so-
moving things very slowly, you might undo tracks.
wait. So if we just walk through quickly,
If you just barreled in a straight line across the obvious path, yes. But if you're going off the track, you're more likely to disturb animal tracks.
alright.
I have a plan. What's the foliage like?
It's your standard, like... There's... I guess this is like a small wood, so there's lots of undergrowth still. This isn't like an actual big fancy wood where the undergrowth is choked out by the foliage from above.
But they're trees, right?
There are definitely trees, yes.
I'm gonna go through the trees. I'm a friggin' cat.
You can roll me a climb check to see if you manage to do this with any degree of efficacy.
But before you check on that, I'm also gonna use a panache point to roll a d6 and add that.
Sexy.
So 14.
I mean, you're not a squirrel, but
Yeah,
You're
a cat.
swinging-
Getting up is the easy part.
you're going through the trees like Tarzan. Ish.
Oh
you, like,
god,
squint a
Talon's
bit.
meowing.
George of the jungle, watch out for that tree. Jesus Christ, where this
So
Fox
yeah,
Love has a
using
lot
that
of
to
stuff
look
going
at them, look for them from above.
Is that townhouse? Wow. And a manor? Oh man, he has a manor map? Wow. Help. I'm high and I don't know how I got here. Alright, you're up in the trees. What are you going to do from here? And what does everyone else do?
Well, I'm just
You're not at the watering hole yet. You have like some time to decide your approach. Some distance, I should say.
I'm just gonna be walking through the tree line then. Well, not tree line, but
How about I try to commune with nature and talk to the boars? Be like, hey, friend boars, come and hang out with me. I'm not gonna stab you.
What would enable such a particular method? And also, you don't see any boars yet because you're not at the watering hole.
Yeah, but I'd be like, Suey, boar, here, boar.
Well, that's definitely endearing. It's not a very effective method.
Well, I've never hunted boar before.
Yes.
Yeah, well, Foxglove is acting like we did hunt boars before. God dang Disney Prince dude over here.
You never asked if I did.
Well then, kids and cadets, we got a cat in the trees, and the other two, I assume, are just going to approach the watering hole then.
Yeah.
Cat, what do you do up in the trees?
Well, I'm looking around trying to see if I can sight a boar from above.
Give me
They
some
are
perception.
notably not very good at hiding.
They're
'Cause they are
boars.
big.
They are big boys.
Not a bad roll.
Well, it beats the average stealth of a boar. They have no stealth, but they definitely have perception. So, I'm gonna need you to roll some perception. Some stealth, I mean. Because you're hiding from a boar.
all
If-
of us are just talent.
If you can see it, it might see you. That's how the rules work.
It's just like Chuck Norris.
Oh,
Nope. I am not
Now-
a stealth person.
Now, unfortunately, moving around through the trees isn't exactly the subtlest method, since the tree foliage tends to be at the edges, for the most part. Up top, ish. So when you jump in between, you create a very obvious moving shape. And there are a bunch of animals at the pool. Seems to be a boar family. And they like go and peek up with their eyeballs. They let out a little squeal and they start moving. Everyone hears the boars like trampling feet.
I try to befriend
toward
the
or
boars.
away?
They're at the watering hole, which is like a short distance away from you.
I go to the watering hole and try to befriend the boars.
Everyone watches a rock person start storming on his horse over. Well, you know you have something called wild empathy as a druid,
I do.
so you can roll diplomacy to try and empathize with animals.
Yeah, I legit thought it was a ranger for a little bit. I don't know why.
No, I'm a druid.
Yeah, like it just
Would it be diplomacy or handle animal?
Diplomacy, technically. Oh, here we go. Well, actually, it's something else
Okay.
entirely. You roll 1d20, add your druid level and your charisma modifier, and that's the wild empathy check result. It works like diplomacy, but it isn't. It's actually stronger.
Okay, so D20.
Yep.
Oof.
Well, that didn't work out.
Riding in on a boar does not on a horse as a
You
rock
don't
man
just-
waving your arms is not exactly the most friendly way to approach a creature.
Here,
Well,
pig.
Well, now I'm facing boars.
you in the boar. You actually commune perfectly with the boar. The problem is you say the equivalent of the worst racial slur imaginable to the boar.
All right.
Unfortunately for this is about the time where the cat realizes it can do something called the most reliable attack in Dark Souls.
Slash and
The
roll.
plunging attack.
Just gonna launch
I'm
it.
in a tree with a sword. I'm gonna drop attack one of them.
All right. You decide to attack one of a family of boar.
Yeah. But you see, before I go down, I'm gonna do something intelligent. I'm gonna wrap my grappling hook and the rope around the tree branch I'm on, so I can pull myself back up if this goes bad.
And you
Yeah,
dislocate
I
your
can
shoulder.
basically bungee jump down onto it.
Marvelous. All right. What will be acrobatics for the rope trick, and then you plunge down as you catch up with the boars and decide to do something. Well, your bungee jump trick works. That definitely works. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: you can take one of two things. One, you don't take falling damage, or two, your rope doesn't snap. Which one do you want?
Ooh, that's a good choice.
Do you want to not end up next to the boars, or do you want to end up hurt? You attack, by the way,
Wait,
which we
I'm
think
a
is the
cat.
daddy
I
board.
always land on my feet.
Doesn't help when you're dropping from 20 feet up.
You seen the cat's proportional fall?
You're not a fucking cat, man. You don't have that benefit of size.
Yeah, you have actual bones.
You have bones, and more importantly, you're made with lots of water compared to a normal cat.
Are we saying that cats don't have bones?
Yeah, they're
Well, they-
liquid.
Cats
like
do
a
that
series
weird
of-
angular spinny thing, please.
They're just like a series of bladders.
There's a diagram on Wikipedia on cats. That's really funny. I don't know why.
Okay, I
In fact, I'm gonna look
guess
it up.
I'll take the no falling damage.
Oh my god. Take a look at this GIF. Take a look at this freaking GIF. And tell me that that's not hilarious. How cats work.
Uh-huh.
It tells you about the momentum involved. This is shark bait logic.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, cats fall and do that thing. Ferrets fall, they just crumple.
Yeah, then don't care.
Yeah, because their bodies are built to absorb shockwaves, so they're just like, yeah, I'm good, whatever.
I'm just gonna layer for a moment. All right, kitty cat. What are you gonna do? You're gonna not fall, or you're not gonna have your rope snap?
I'm gonna take the not falling. Guess the rope's not gonna handle it.
In that case, you will take some ow damage from hitting the floor.
No, I said the rope's not gonna take it.
Okay, then the
So
rope
I'm gonna-
snaps as you land. But you do land to like your plunging attack, which means you get to confer 10 damage to the attack itself. You also get to make an attack on the boar.
Woo. Okay. Stabby time.
A boar has very tough
Max
hide.
damage. But don't I get anything for casting?
So
out
if you
the
would like
order?
to spend a hero point,
I'm gonna use the hero point to make this work.
you watch as a cat drops from the trees. A stone man is running towards him, and off like in a breach in the shrubbery, the cat lands perfectly on the boar, bringing it to 0, meaning it's disabled. The other adult boar, however, would like to have a chat with you.
Oh, I was gonna be charging after Craig.
Can everyone
so-
roll me some initiative? Everyone isn't. Well, Craig is like within 1 movement action of this situation. Everyone else has to make like a full round to get there.
I point at the cat and say, I'm not with him.
Oh heck, it's
Buddy,
actually
you rolled a
full
1 on your empathy check. The boars don't even consider you a living creature.
I'm okay with this.
Logically, he is a rock.
Wait, so
Boar
if this
is-
is a different day, we're full health, right?
Yes, you've presumably all gotten a little patch up since then. If only for Mr. Priestman being nice, I should help him out. We have 18 HP. Actually, this one is down to 0, and this one is up to 18.
Okay, so I can't actually click on an icon.
Okay, give me a
Yeah,
moment.
yeah,
I'll bring
so
us.
that I can
I'll bring us.
roll.
Hey! Stop being weenies. Go over here, re-click your rolls, and then adjust them accordingly. You bunch of
Okay, how do you adjust your-
wieners.
You go to the number and
You know what? I'll just add your turn so you can adjust them manually because you can adjust your own initiative.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to do that.
In the meantime,
Yeah.
I'll roll for some bars. They're not very initiative-y.
That's good at least.
So
oh wait, I click. All the things.
oh, okay.
There you go.
I figured out how to add it.
Okay, I don't know why, but it's not sorting. Doesn't want to absorb health for some reason. Do I have to click something else and then do that? No, it just doesn't feel like doing anything today. All right, be like that. Sort to descending. All right, kitty cat, you've landed on top of a boar.
Which
It's
is
down to 0, which
disabled.
means it's still alive, but it is disabled. Which means you can
Well,
only take
if
1
it's
action on
not
this turn,
wrong.
and any action that is not moving will hurt it.
Okay, I'm just gonna pull my sword out of it, and I'm
Squeal.
gonna look at the rest of them to get ready. Putting the taking a quick half step backwards to put the disabled one between me and the others.
Poor little baby boars, just like 3 babies
Oh no.
and 1 adult. I said it was a family of boar.
Did I get the adult?
You got 1 of the adults, yes.
Don't leave orphans.
Jesus.
All right, kitty, you take a step back. That's your 5-foot step. You have your weapon still out. What do you do with your other 2 actions?
Well, first I'm just gonna coup de grace the one that's down.
It's not technically down, but yes.
Yeah, but disabled, so
Bleh.
Righto,
And I'm
I
just
knew
gonna-
the
just
savage
to keep
cat would...
myself prepped for the next one.
The next
Show
one
me
is-
how the savages hunt, cat animal.
The next one charges right at you. Tusks out. He's coming to boop you with its snoot, and those 2 sharp tusks flanking it.
Oh heck. Oh.
Dodging panache.
Nice.
I take a 5-foot step to the side, add 5 to my AC, which takes up to 17 by dodge.
Nice.
That's actually cool. Yeah,
It will
I like
then make a
that.
second attack. With a -5.
No, I'm out of its range.
Oh,
I
yeah,
actually
5 foot
moved
step.
5 feet away. It has to move to get up to me.
I assume
Does
that
not
since it's
provoke
part of a
attack
charge
or
that goes
opportunity.
directly at you, you directly move away, which means they can technically continue the charge slightly. I don't know how this would
Yeah, it
work.
goes
We'll just
past
move
me.
on from here.
I basically bull dodged it.
Eleanor. You are a distance away from a kitty cat being assaulted by a boar.
A boop sharp pick on the snoop. Hunt the boar.
How fast is Sharkbait?
And dang it, why does it keep shutting her sheet off?
You keep
Sharkbait
pressing
speed.
the X.
I don't actually. That's the annoying part. Speed is
40. Sharkbait can make it there in 2 actions.
Okay, Sharkbait's gonna make it there in 2 actions and bite the boar. That
Chomp.
just attacks Talon.
I like it.
Crunch.
Cool.
And I didn't attack the. Every time I go. Okay, 22.
Jesus Christ, Sharkbait. Whoa.
I forgot to add my racial bonuses to my
The boar is now at 13.
stealth, survival, and perception. All things that would have been helpful to put points into.
Ezra.
Yeah, so Sharkbait just
Oh,
chomps
do,
that.
do you do anything on your turn, Eleanor?
I move a little closer so I can heal Sharkbait if I need to.
You run on in a little bit. You're a short distance away from the animal. Ezra.
Yeah, I'm slow, so I'm gonna use the horse to help me clear the distance.
Smart. You can make it there in 2 actions if you use your horse.
Then once I'm close enough, I'm just gonna like jump off, so I'm like at the right. It's still a waste of turn, but I still got there.
To
There we
dismounts,
go.
the boar starts to notice that it will have to make a final stance for its bibbies. The babies are squealing and panicking. Craig. Such is the atrocity of nature.
Is the boar like right up on Zyla?
The other boar is basically right on top of Silas. For a boar.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, I forgot, by the way, that gore attack had a +2 on it because it was charging. Said it would have been at 18, if that matters for your dodging thing.
I checked the numbers. It would have. I'd have made it.
Nice. All right. Craig from the creek.
I am going to cast flare at the boar.
That's a
To
powerful
try to-
spell in a Final Fantasy.
It's not in this. It's a cantrip.
Show me the goods. Crackle, crackle, crackle.
Cast flare in front of the boar to try to stun it, or at least blind it.
You cannot
And I
stun
think
a
the boar
boar.
managed to successfully avoid that one.
Nah. It was
Kitty
close,
cat.
though.
Kitty, kitty, cat, cat.
It would be my dog's turn now, though.
Yes, what will your dog do?
My dog's just gonna leap in and attack the boar with teething.
Golly.
There's the bite attack,
That's a
and
miss.
it misses. Fucking dog is useless.
Kitty, kitty, cat, cat.
Oh, hey, you guys showed up.
It's more like you ran ahead.
I was hoping to get this done before you got here. I'm
Yeah,
gonna slash it.
I was already trying to distract the boars when you attacked.
It's down to 10
I got here first.
as you lash across its thick hide.
And I know this isn't gonna do shit, but I'm gonna roll again.
Ooh.
I mean, even with a
actually,
-5,
that was
yes,
perfect.
it's almost down. Oh, I forgot. At initiative 0, all the little boars start wiggling around like babies.
No.
The babies.
They start. They
Babies.
they headbutt their little heads against your ankles. They all fail to actually do anything against Kitty Cat, but they're there.
Oh, that's
And I may
sad.
as well use my last action. Nope. I figured the last one would hit. I just had to try anyway.
The boar will call upon everything it can to make you go away. Save his little babies! Babies! It's
Okay,
thrashing.
I hate doing this at the first one. I'm gonna use a panache point. I'm gonna do a parry riposte. I can do that to anything. There's no limitations.
It's a baby. You just.
No, it's one of the adults.
Yep.
Oh,
Then when I
okay.
make a attack against this buckler, I can spend a panache point and expend the use of an attack of opportunity to parry that attack. If I do, I can then counterattack it. So yeah, I'm gonna parry a boar. I win.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, I keep imagining like this little boar baby getting woof.
Well,
So
no.
this boar tries to charge,
Excuse me.
and
Bless-
I just put my sword in front of its horn, in front of its tusk.
Okay, but for context, next time you want to parry, you have to tell me that before the creature attacks. Makes the attack roll at least, because you can't react to it. That'd be unfair.
Oh, yeah, that makes
Anyway,
sense.
the boar's down, and the little baby
Well, it's
boars
when they make
are
the
butting at
attack
your
against
ankles.
me, is the thing.
Hmm.
When an opponent makes a melee attack.
Yeah,
It
and later it
is-
mentions you must declare the use of this ability after the attack is announced, but before the attack roll is made. Point is, you've killed the boar, and it's like, and the babies are still butting at your ankles.
Must declare the use of this ability after.
The
Yeah,
attack is
you-
announced, but before its attack roll is made.
Yeah, you rolled all three of them quick.
Yeah,
Didn't give me a chance.
you could declare before I give a creature a turn that you might want to riposte them. That's it.
What?
Let's just move on. The thing is dead. There are baby boars coming at your ankles.
I tell my wolf to go tear out their little baby throats.
Okay, points at everybody else. I don't kill babies. I'm out.
Well, they want to
But
kill you.
babies are the
You killed their
babies are the
parents.
easiest ones to kill.
I know, but I got other people for that. I'm gonna go find my grapple hook. I'm gonna run for it.
You hear the panicked squeals of little piglets as they are torn apart by a larger wolf.
I'm not gonna sleep well tonight.
I don't think any of us are. Ezra is also helping with the taking down a piglet. She's not happy about it, but I mean,
Piglet is delicious.
I mean, for some reason, you saw a family of boars and thought, let's attack those instead of finding a loner.
I mean, we're here to hunt boar. I mean,
Yeah.
I wanted to befriend them.
And
But that
boars
doesn't
are
mean you have to kill a
ecological
family of 'em.
disaster in large numbers.
oh wait, Greg, the French one died.
No, they're all dead now.
No. We could have brought them home and raised them.
We're gonna raise them.
No, you kill them quickly because they are little borlings on their own and they will die
Eleanor,
if you
you're
don't.
the most likely to notice this. Roll me some perception.
Okay, where is
It's under skills. Under the P for perception.
Oh my god, it's right there. Oh god, I have a -2.
You have a -2?
Yes.
You have a +2 for being a half-elf. What the hell? How dumb are you?
Wait. Did it not get? Or did my
Oh,
plus
yeah,
two
because
not
you
get
have a
added?
-2 to wisdom.
Yeah, I get. Like I said, my score rolls were not that good.
It's because you're dumb. If only you put
Yeah.
a skill point into it. Oh well. Point is, Eleanor, I'm gonna have to roll someone else's ability to hide. Oh, you literally rolled the base amount they can roll on this check. So no, in fact, you do not notice until it's too late the scratchy voice of a goblin. And a little, like, small-sized arrow lands at your feet.
It's me right in the ass.
At your feet, not in your ass.
Thank God. Okay.
There are several goblins up in the trees, and they demand your delicious boar meat, Longshanks.
And the fucking cat man didn't see the goddamn goblins in the trees.
They probably approached after the ruckus started.
They probably waited for the person who just like parried a boar to disappear first. Like, nope, not that one. Even though I do some of the least damage on the team.
And also, there's one with like hide armor and a big ass sword, right there.
Point is, fucking shark bait. Point is, there's a bunch of boys in the trees, and they would like your boars. Thank you.
No, this
They
is
might
funny.
even let
We
you
funded it.
live if you do it. Nyah.
We butchered these babies. We're gonna
Yeah, well-
keep-
We.
Well, I'm gonna hit them back with that. We'll let you live if you leave. Just intimidate them.
They will not be
Eh.
intimidated. They're up in the trees. They have an advantageous position over you, and they're spread out.
You know, Sharkbait can climb those trees. Sharkbait. Use hyper beam.
Hyper beam.
Wait, why was that also a 9?
town. I remember the town got like 3 stars.
Are these actually just not even rolling? I'm curious now. These don't roll.
How much XP is a level 2 creature? I think it's like... CR2 is... Okay. That's a bunch of 9s I'm seeing, yes.
Oh, never mind. It was just 3 9s in a row, I guess. You know what? Shrug. I don't know.
You are surrounded by an indeterminate amount of goblins.
That's
They demand your boar meat.
I've got my grapple hook again.
good. I'm glad.
Why don't you get up in these trees and start poking at some goblins?
They'll tell you in no short order that if you try anything funny, they'll immediately begin firing. They just demand you step away from the boar.
No, it's okay.
If you want that horse of yours to live.
Oi, we just got that horse, mate. Crikey.
That disgusting long 4 legs. Yeah!
Oh yeah, shit. They don't like these things that much.
We'll chop him up nice and good while you can look. Now give us the boar! Both
Is
of them.
Foxglove around?
I can count, there's 2.
Did Foxglove just like leave? while he was
Foxglove
rerun-
is trying
And
his
then
best
this
to look
happens.
cool and collected. He's still a little shaken from last time, so... Do you have anything to add? Or you wait until the goblins are like, wait, isn't that the guy we were supposed to... Yeah, that's him.
Wait,
Um,
isn't that the guy we're what?
They were going after Foxglove last time. They might do it again.
Oh.
Well, I'm going back up in the tree.
I'm going towards Foxglove.
You decide to
I'm
do
sorry.
actions that the goblins do not approve of, which means initiative
I am
starts.
standing
I
in
was
front of
already
the
a
boars.
I was already a distance away. Remember?
That doesn't change the fact that the goblins are now, like, seeing Ezra move, go, no, that's illegal.
The goblins do not approve of this action. You have true aggro.
Probably
Goblins
do.
will remember this.
Set yourself up in, like, a small circular area in the center. Like, oh, wait, that's not the drawing tool. Where's the drawing tool? Set yourself up somewhere in this area.
I'd be like close to Foxglove, wherever you think he'd be.
And I'm on the edge. Getting
Does
my
Foxglove
grapple
even have
hook
he doesn't
back
even
in
have a
the tree.
token. He's not supposed to get involved in anything. All goblins are up in trees that are about 20 foot up.
I'd say like yeah.
Foxglove, does he have a token, or am I just going to drop him a thing into thin air? Yeah.
Wait, what's this thing?
You know, you think with all the effort they put in, they would, like... some sheets. Those are goblin commandos.
Oh heck, shark bait. Be at the ready. Duke noises.
Aggressive duking commences. Turn order is set. Everyone else, please take care of your turn order of your initiative.
Alright.
All right.
Wow, what a ballsy move, kicking him right off the tower.
Wait, ballsy move with who?
The GIF.
God dang.
The GIF.
Why
Let's
does
see.
that
I'll,
never work for me?
I'll figure out on the fly what Mr. Aldern Foxglove sheet's going to be like. He's actually not bad. He has a lot of ranks, levels. It's just that a lot of them are an aristocrat,
Yeah, he's more of
which is
a
your shit class for shit people.
A lot of them are in Toffery.
A lot of them are Isno's approximate information. Let's see. He is an aristocrat 4, rogue 3. That's not bad. It's also not great. Let's see. What does an aristocrat 4 even get? He gets +3 BAB. Wow. And some... his saves probably aren't terrible. And he's proficient with all types of weapons. Wow. He probably has a gun, this guy.
Probably has a gun.
I
Cannon.
was a gun.
He's just out there
That's
with a
the thing I want
gat.
to do later.
All right, kid and cadets. Initiative is set. Goblins start shooting. They let out a shrill little... Long shanks for dinner!
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill them.
Ezra.
Yeah.
The one the one at Elor's feet is punctuated by a flurry of arrows flying your way. This might just be one attack. Might just be 3 attacks, but they're all like all over the place. I got a 12, I got a 12, and I got a 11.
Nope.
This is what happens.
The little arrows just bounce off your
Like 2 of them bounce off, and I catch one. Just like, what up?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I love that I made that gift. The only difference is she gets back up.
This one is
No,
going
the
to
difference
go
is she doesn't even fall over.
to that big wolf, because wolves are dogs. It fires to the dog with an 8, with a 10, with an 8.
Well, I don't like that dog.
They
I don't
suck
think-
at this.
Yeah, even with their favorite animal bonus, it doesn't do much. They can shoot like crazy, though, with their little tiny arrows. This one is like, wait, I know that one. I know that one.
What one?
We got a 20, a 17, and a 1.
Oh.
What is
Wait,
the
Oh, we're in a-
on Sharkbait?
Holy freaking crap!
that is a range of attacks.
Her AC is 14, so
That's 2 hits, 2, and 3, so that's 5 damage in total.
all right. Well, I'm gonna have to heal Sharkbait.
Kitty cat,
So,
you're up and above, and there's goblins all around.
Okay. I want to go for this guy. Go in between the boughs.
The trees wave lightly in a slight breeze, but it's hard to feel down here. Just drag yourself over to where you want to go, and forget they're all like 20 feet up in trees.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up there. And what's the goblin holding on to?
What is your climbing speed,
I actually am not sure.
if you have one at all?
I have my climb speed of 20 feet.
In that case, you can make it up there in 2 actions.
Okay. So what's it holding on to? How's it stationed?
To you, this is like uneven, unusable terrain. The trees are kind of awkward to stand and fight on effectively, but to them, it's big enough that they can easily sit there and just shoot their bows.
Oh, I was kind of hoping I could break it.
I mean, you could try to break the branches on, yes. I don't know if a cutlass is a fantastic tree cutting tool, but you can always try, like, use your foot or something or your weight. Because he's not sitting on the thickest branch on the tree. That'd be a strength check, by the way.
20 feet up. Well, I'm just gonna try to slash at him and hope that knocks him off.
Alright then. Give him the old slash dashy. Well, there he goes. Oh, wait, no, it's 2d6, excuse me. There he goes. Whoop!
I'm awesome. Okay, that's it.
Ezra. They're up in the trees, and eventually one of those arrows is gonna get lucky.
Yeah.
There are 3 attacks, but they fire a lot more arrows. They're like... and with no care for accuracy.
I'm just gonna tell Foxglove to hide, and then I'm gonna move my 20 feet towards this guy.
Foxglove is trying to gather himself and says that he will not hide. You're gonna go for that one, huh?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah.
need a... Your movement speed is... Okay, so... Up there, yeah. It'd be like
Well-
all your movement to get up there. It would have been better if you had a ranged weapon.
yeah. How high are they?
20 feet up.
Ah, damn. Well, that's outside the range increment of my dagger, but I can throw it.
You can throw it from down there without having range increment penalty. You're also throwing it as foot.
So I'm just gonna Hail Mary and hope for the best.
Jesus Christ, man. That actually kills him. So,
I'm just gonna Hail Mary and obliterate his
now,
entire life. and
technically
generations.
speaking, the way that hit points work is that it's not necessarily physical damage. What I imagine happens is the thing goes like in front of him, and he's like aiming down at you, and he sees a dagger whiz in front of his face, and he's so frightened by this image of a dagger falls backwards
I just kind of imagined it was like this.
and splats on the ground.
Oh, like that's the only good. I love Edna. chucking the dagger at the printies. By the
Not
way,
the
animals suck.
babies! Don't.
And then I'll use the rest of my movement to approach the goblin, pull my dagger out, just like.
You notice that he has a small pouch on him.
Ooh.
The other ones were like not carrying anything in particular. This one has like a little pouch on him. Eleanor, you're over there. Your shark bait got hit with arrows.
I'm over there. Sharpbait got hurt. My liege. Okay, I'm gonna first. I'm gonna like bap Sharkbait on the snoot with
Roll me that 1d10 plus 1.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh wait, yeah, the dagger is 20 feet.
Yep.
Wow.
Hey, it's more than nothing.
All right, 9. Okay, and I'm gonna go point at that goblin who is shooting Sharkbait, and Sharkbait's gonna skitter over there.
Sharkbait is so fast they can probably make it in one go.
I assume, yeah, actually. And Sharkbait gets up there, and Sharkbait is going to. I'm gonna press the right button this time. Chomp on that goblin.
He actually has enough AC that he can avoid, and takes out his horse chopper on his turn. Craig.
Oh, my turn.
Yes. You have to spend one action to make Tyr do stuff, and then you can do the rest of your stuff you want to.
I'm going to cast Flare at this goblin here.
Okay.
Spells, Flare.
You don't quite have the range for that, though. You have to just move in first. And if you do that, you don't have an action left to command Tyr.
Well, Tyr can't do anything because he can't climb.
Okay, well, then you just move in and cast a spell. The Goblino up in the tree has to make me a fort save, and doesn't. He's like, my eyes! My eyes! Ah! His shots get a little wide. There's one goblin left. It sees Kitty Cat, and it's like, oh no, 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 no. And every single one of those knows an arrow flies at you. I got a 17, a 4, and a 0.
Okay, so one of those actually hits me.
I gotta say, for how many attacks I make, not a lot of crits. Not a lot of ones either.
One hit.
He hit for 4.
No, that's
You got lucky.
An actual percentage of my health.
That's a lucky hit from him. This Goblin Commander sees you casting spells. He tries to squint through. Dazzle is not a great status effect, but it will slightly impede his capabilities. Will he go for the rock boy? Well, I mean, you're made of rock.
Wait, where is Ezra?
And he has advantage on that wolf. Okay, he rolls a 22 on your wolf.
Hello, where's Ezra?
Over here.
Oh, for some reason this thing does not scroll very
Your wolf takes 4 damage unless he has 23 AC.
He does not.
Then he takes 4 damage. 2 from the bow, 2 from favorite enemy. Because he knows how to kill those annoying horses and wolves and things that are mean. Their wolves are best wolves.
Joke's on you, kids. Sharkbait's not even a wolf.
Sharkbait is surprised to find out that... is Sharkbait an animal? No, I don't think so.
She's an outsider.
Okay, good. Otherwise, this would have hurt.
He's a hell beast.
The goblin discards its short bow and draws out its long masterwork horse chopper.
It has a masterwork horse. Okay, that's worrying.
Then it turns into a whirling dervish with reckless abandon.
In the trees?
Yes. It rolls a 17 and a 17. It then has to make me an acrobatics check to not fall out of the tree.
Well, both hit because Sharkbait's like
That's a 2 and a 4, and it manages to crit succeed on the dexterity check to not fall out of the tree.
Baby bait.
What the? So what? So it rolled perfectly on each roll. That's amazing. So how much damage is that?
6 in total.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, it. By the way, this is a 1d8 plus 1, but... So it rolled pretty
I-
crummy on the damage.
So
Yeah, I
this
thought the
this
crit would've been
goblin
enough.
did this like suicide spin in a treetop.
It's
with
a
fair-
goblin. It's dumb.
But no, but it
Okay,
succeeded.
and here's what I imagined when Safi said it took out its masterwork horse slayer.
Look at that dumb knife.
You know what?
I love
Yeah,
how it
I'll
recoils
take
from the spring.
it. I am actually a little tilted by that.
I want it.
That knife, by the way, is gnarly and jagged and rusty looking. Like, that doesn't look pleasant to get hit by.
Sharkbait is impressed by this creature's candor.
Kitty cat, you're in a tree where a goblin used to be.
I'm gonna try to get close. I'm assuming there are branches out here. 'Cause I don't know
You can
where
roll me some
they're
acrobatics to see if you can find a clear and easy path to maneuver. Otherwise, it's
acrobatics,
difficult
that's-
terrain. You manage to find an easy way to quickly leap on over there and not lose your footing in the way. Meaning you can move adjacent to it in one action.
Okay.
The slight breeze
Okay.
causes the tree to sway a bit, but you manage to hold ground.
I'm gonna slash it.
You use the momentum of the trees to come on in hot. Unfortunately, what the fuck? Okay,
Wow, that's
Oh,
like
no,
one
wait.
of the
No, it
fish.
doesn't have shield because it's using a bow. So, well, goblins are small, they're nimble, and they have armor. So, you thought you're fighting a monkey because he kind of like jukes out under the branch and drops to a lower branch like a monkey as he
Oh,
avoids
we're
your
doing
attacks.
What the
Okay,
He's
I
got
know that next turn. Out comes the grappling hook.
Longshank's gonna go for a fall!
Yeah, grapple
He
hook.
takes something out of his back pocket. Knowing goblins, that's something that will hurt him probably as much as it will hurt you.
Or more.
Ezra,
So I'm gonna do the same thing. Throw and hope.
this does have a -2 because you're a little too far away, but hey.
Hey,
Not a
I
Hail
have,
Mary.
might as well.
I mean, you might get lucky. We've not seen a lot of big lucky hits. Like, we've not seen crits at all. I don't think anyone's rolled a critical hit so far.
I rolled a crit fail.
Does 15 make it?
So, because it's not using a shield, you exactly make it. So it dodges downward into the path of, like, you would have missed because you're just a bit too far away, but because you moved down, your low blow hits him right in the back.
Okay, can we claim that that was like teamwork?
In a sense, it was.
Like, I trapped it down, and then she's just like, now,
I see my
Lon
opportunity.
Shakes is gonna.
Eleanor, you might not have a shark bait for long.
Ah, that worked out.
Sharkbait.
Turn into a whirling dervish.
Wait a second. Can I use a hero point
Yeah.
on Sharkbait?
Yeah.
to chomp down and basically chuck the goblin out of the tree.
That's a combat maneuver check, so you can add a +8 to that, yes.
Wait. What's a combat maneuver?
You click on the CMB.
Yeah. CMB is BAP plus strength or dexterity if you have a certain feat. You can add an 8 to the end result. So just click that 3 between it's on the base attack and your statistics.
Also, here's both Bella and the cat.
Look at that dance. So, Claire, can you find it? It's above skills, above feats, below your statistics section for Sharkbait.
On Sharkbait sheet?
Yes, on Sharkbait sheets. That's where her CMB is located.
Oh, CMB.
+8 is a 20. Can a Goblin Commando match a 20? It has 14. No. In that case, you can shove it. Sharkbait.
She gets pissed and just headbutts it out of the tree.
The Goblin makes a brief attempt to try and catch itself, but he's not very nimble. He doesn't really have the ability to catch himself as he's just thrown off, does he? I mean, he might, but he's also going to hit some trees on the way down. All right, he takes
Good.
20 feet of falling damage and is down to 2.
Nice.
He's also prone as he's now on the floor.
Can I hit him from here with my crossbow?
Yes, but he has a +4 to AC because he's on the ground and prone, and has a lower profile.
Oh.
You can move in and just shoot him while he's on the ground.
All right, yeah, I'll move in.
You move in.
And
You now have a +4 to hit him.
all right, hey, what's up, Sharkbait? She says something very distasteful.
I like
to
the teamwork
creature.
here.
Yeah, I give a little thumbs up to my partner, and just like roll a 10 on the.
Now, the thing is, you do technically hit him, but he's still alive with 1 hit point.
Yeah, because I rolled a effing 1.
Craig. That goblin isn't doing a lot of damage, but he is, like, yelling at you a lot.
He's He's trying to think of insults that rhyme with rock, but he's too stupid to think of one.
You srock. Your wolf is a dolph.
Yeah.
I'm a goblin.
He just says that at the end, yeah.
That's all he's saying.
Okay, well, I am going to try to pelt him with my sling. Hopefully, maybe knock him out of the tree.
Okay. So, no.
And one day I'm gonna hit something.
I got a quick question, Sharon. That's not how you use a kukri. That's not the side of the kukri that you're supposed to use. Do you want to do anything else on your turn? You still have 2 more actions. You can command Tyr and make an attack.
Would
Or
it
something.
hit?
Can Tyr reach him? How far
Tyr,
up is he?
Tyr can still attempt to climb. Like a wolf can still attempt to climb up a tree.
Does he? I don't. I'm just not seeing where his climb speed would be.
He doesn't have to have a climb speed. He can also attempt to climb, which is a strength skill if he doesn't have climb skill points.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll command him to climb.
Then roll me
And,
a strength
try to
check.
attack.
Just click strength under statistics.
See, Craig, this is why you should have made a pact with some kind of outer world devil, like I did.
Tyr can make one attack once he's at the top.
I am a druid.
Oh, by the way, if he hits with that bite and manages to trip this guy, he will fall down.
Yeah.
That would be
Oh
cool.
no. Can you go to the CMB section? It's under statistics, under Dex specifically, and click that for me.
CMB.
Yes. He lands a piercing blow on the goblin. No, that doesn't work. But the goblin is currently dealing with the fact that he's next to a wolf trying to bite him.
Wolf in a tree! Wolf in a tree!
He drops the little bow he's holding, which hits the ground, and its flimsy construction causes it to make a spring as the strings flies loose. He clumsily manages to take out his horse chopper and tries to bonk him. Bonk, bonk. Oh boy. Oh, fuck!
Oh, this is bad.
Yes, it's bad. Here's the news. The first one is a 16. Then he rolls a 24 and a 24. A double crit. For 10
Well, I have a
damage.
dead dog.
Technically, that's a 14.
Well, I have a dead dog.
It's... Okay, let's see. So that brings it down to -1. What's Tyr's con score? Actually, Tyr's still alive. He's just dying out now.
-14 would be. He would have -6 health.
In that case, he's still alive. And bleeding out. The goblin's like, yeah!
Dude, the freaking So, well, hey, we found where the crits are. The goblins are all getting them on multiple attacks.
It's okay. I haven't been able to do fuck all, so let somebody do something.
This goblin that's next to you will roll a 14. Does that hit, Eleanor?
He almost threw out of the tree.
By the way, you get an attack for opportunity as he gets up. Oh no, wait, you don't. You're using a crossbow, so you can't. He gets up and he goes for a 14. Does that hit, Eleanor? On you?
Oh, that actually might hit me. 1 second. Where's my AC? Nope. Oh yeah, that's exactly 14.
Then
Crap.
he hits you right in the ankles for a 4 damage.
Oh.
And then he hits for 5 and misses. and he does a little at you. Kitty cat, bad beans happening over there.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get over there then.
Save the wolf.
Which means
It's a...
I have to get out of the tree.
This would be so much easier if you just brought a sniper rifle.
I know, if only Avad was here, right?
If only
But
you
then
were
the game would hate snipers.
you have a pistolero. Anyway, what do
And
you want
I'm
to do on your
working
turn?
on getting guns, so they're not within range of me getting there. So I'm gonna have to jump down from the tree and try to use all my moves to get within range.
Excellent. You're setting yourself up for next turn.
Yes.
Ezra, what are you doing your turn? I
So
assume
I'm
the same.
gonna run myself towards Craig.
Actually, Ezra, you can charge in. You can take 1 movement to move in, and then charge in and land 1 attack on that goblin.
Alright then, I'll do that.
The goblin, arrogant that he might kill Eleanor, suddenly finds that a big lady standing over him with a big sword.
I like how you have to rush over to this, like, his legs are broken goblin.
Show me that attack roll.
Alright.
With a +2 because you're charging.
It's like, "Wah!" Nope.
Unfortunately, because his legs are broken, he stumbles accidentally out of the way of your attack.
We're back to the low-level character versus almost dead animal problem.
Eleanor, you have a crossbow in your hand. What kind is it? A light
Isabella,
crossbow? It takes a
didn't
move
give
action to
me the-
reload.
My crossbow is a masterwork underwater crossbow.
Yeah. But is it light or heavy is the question. I think it's light. So in that case, it takes a move action to reload.
Okay, well, I mean, I got Sharkbite's gonna bite him and just eat him.
Okay, there's your crit, Sappy.
Wow, yeah, rolled a
And
crit
max
on.
damage on the
And to
second
confirm.
crit.
Sharkbait dives out of the tree and practically swallows him whole.
Sharkbait is angry.
I like that I got a crit. We finally got a crit for the night, and it was on like Cripples the crippled goblin.
Hey, it's better than
Craig.
rolling a 1 and missing the missing goblin.
That's true.
You
Craig,
can take a move
throw
action
my
and attempt to
grapple.
shoot the goblin all the way over there. You can like take an action to reload your crossbow and then take an action to shoot it at the goblin commando over here.
All right, I'll try that. I reload my crossbow. I look at Sharkbait. I aim and I
Nail Craig.
I kill
Claire,
Craig's
Claire,
wolf.
Claire, I just want to point something out. Master crossbows have a crit range of 19. So how about you roll me that one again? This time with the proper math.
Wait, how
What?
does that change the fact that
Because
she
I
rolled
think
nat
Claire's a
one?
dingus, and she deserves a little good fortune on her day.
I think Craig deserves some good fortune. His wolf is like got
So
almost
roll
got
it.
chopped in half.
All right then, Craig. Apparently you don't want things to go nice for you.
Well,
Your
Well,
dog
I-
is lying on a branch, unconscious, bleeding out.
Bark.
The goblin is probably going to chop him up.
Is he out of my reach?
You can
I
climb
gave-
up there to help him.
You can take my grappling hook and throw it at him.
Yes, I'm going to dig my grappling hook into my dying dog and yank him out of the tree.
It's not a
imagery
bladed
is-
grappling hook. It's a blunt thing for the most part.
Zyla, the problem with taking a dog out of a tree with a grappling hook is that it will hit the floor for 2d6 falling damage.
Oh,
and
I thought we were
die.
talking about killing the goblin. No, I can get the dog out of the tree. Don't worry. Just kill the goblin.
What is the range? Fuck, it's touch range.
I have a thing that can make a floating disc thingy.
Okay, well I don't, and it's my turn.
Yeah, so kill the goblin. I'll get the dog.
Yes, I have had such good luck with actually rolling anything. Hold on. Fuck. I don't know. I'll use my sling again to try to hit the goblin.
You reel up your sling.
I
It-
do
Yeah,
fuck all.
No.
Aren't we near a pond? Can't you like control water?
No, I'm not a fucking waterbender.
He makes
Alright.
it.
Sling again. Nope. Okay. Well,
The goblin in
That's
the
my
tree decides to take some inspiration from Kitty Cat.
We launched that.
Geronimo! That's a 10.
That's not
Oh,
hitting me.
The rolls tonight have been amazing.
It's now prone, Kitty Cat. It's prone at your feet. It undershot the jump.
So I'm just gonna repost this proper GIF for what's about to happen.
I want a shirt of like the dice and D&D, like just punching the player in the balls.
And he's out.
It just lands. I just take my knife and thunk.
Wait, throwing knives are range 10, but a dagger is range 20. It's weird.
What the fuck?
Because a dagger is like big. Actually, wait, what? What? I was
Like
gonna
you
say, well, a dagger's bigger, but wait, that doesn't make a lot of sense actually.
A throwing knife would be weighted to be thrown better.
Where's the throwing knife item?
Where did I find that? Because I know I found one somewhere.
By the way, we should probably like tug the dog out of the tree so it doesn't die.
Would you like to heal the dog with something? If you do that,
Uh,
at the very least, it'll be stable.
yes, I'm going to
Gonna use
climb up.
A knife is no. I'm gonna use my disc thingy that I can make that can carry like 300 pounds to lower your dog without killing it.
Oh wait, Bella's character bought a healing potion.
Are all the
did.
goblins dead?
They're all
Yeah.
gone.
Okay, well I'm going to climb up and I'm going to cure light wounds on my dog.
Lovely.
Hey, Wells, can you send me the stats for the daggers? Because I think I wrote the wrong weapon down.
Alright.
How lovely. You take care of Pupper. Of Pupperton.
There's the dagger.
Awesome, fantastic.
Wait,
Your
no,
dog,
that says 10 feet.
your
for
dog is still at
later.
-4, but
hell?
it's now
That's 10
stable.
feet.
Huh? Wait,
Well, it looks like
Did-
my stats actually were mostly right.
did
So-
Pathfinder... And that...
I thought they were 20 feet, huh? That might have been a 5e thing then. Source for the daggers, ultimate equipment, not the cool rollback. Why would you want
Yeah,
that
it
to be
just
a
says
cool
10
rollback?
feet. That's weird.
Anyway, you've managed to take care of the hunt. You got your hands on 2 boars, a bunch of goblins, one of which had a little pouch on him.
I'm gonna go get the pouch and then start carving ears.
Hey, you gotta find your knives again.
Nice.
I only had the one.
You threw. Oh, so you picked it up and threw it
Yeah.
into a second. Okay, well, you better
Alright.
go get that one.
By the way, Eleanor, you also noticed that this goblin also has a little pouch, so you get to roll me. The two of you get to roll me a 1d8.
Alright. D8.
This guy had some nice stuff in his pocket. He had the following items in his pocket. He had some gems, like some small, shiny, glimmery things in his pocket. If you know your gems right, it's a sard, a chrysoprase, and a lapis lazuli, or lapis lazuli, depending on who you ask. Here are the values. If you
want those properly pronounced, you can send them because I know rocks.
Here, the names. Eleanor, you can also roll me a 1d8 to see what you find in his pockets of this fine commando, because they did try to sack a town, so they might have some stuff that they killed over from that.
All right.
Ooh, an 8.
I mean, I'll take that high roll. Because since the roll's been smacking us around.
You find in his pocket a shimmering, energized-feeling pearl and a potion.
Oh.
You have no idea what the potion is unless someone here has spellcraft, or know someone that is good at spellcraft. And you also don't know what this pearl is about, but it feels like it's not just a pretty looker.
Shark, you know what this is?
Is
Fox
Sharkbait-
Glove, you can come out of hiding.
He does. He finds it this marvelous work. Nothing short of extraordinary. My goodness, the sign of such heroism just fills my little heart with something. All right, panic
I'm gonna
mostly.
I'll put 4 goblin ears into my
Where do I put like
There's 5
stuff I
goblins there.
have? Like just
Underneath?
like gems and junk like that.
Fun fact: I
Put
made a
that
loot
in
sheet
the-
for you, dinguses, and I'm gonna put it in there now.
Also, here's the goblin.
Yeah, and what did you say, Bell?
well, it's under gear in the under additional.
Oh, okay, so I just put an additional. Okay. So, pearl thingy and a potion, which I think Craig's the only one that has spellcraft.
Yes.
Yeah, so I showed the little potion to Craig. Craig, what we got here, Craig? shake
Let's see. If let's watch how low this roll is.
Yeah.
I don't know. You got something. Looks like a thing.
Look, get off my back.
Super disgruntled.
As I'm carrying my fucking unconscious dead dog.
I thought we gave you the potion that Bella got.
No, I thought you care like
He's still hurt. Okay, so pearl thingy and a potion question mark.
Marvelous. Marvelous.
I'll dump my Cure Light Wounds potion into like. I'll let him, lap it out of my hand or whatever,
He's unconscious.
and I'll just shove it down his throat.
Yeah, you just open. You
And he
look up.
drowns.
Yeah, you look at his big old
Right.
head.
The way the rolls have been going today, he's gonna.
Yeah, the rolls have been discouraged as F.
That's a 1d8 plus something. 1 probably.
Well, that's for 8.
That means that your dog is now conscious. As
Yay.
you force it to quaff a potion.
Oh, want to find like a image of like the dice spanking the player.
Oh my fucking god, Claire, stop being kinky.
I'm not even kinky. It's just like the dice have physically dominated us today.
On the plus side, we're gonna do one more little thing, and then we're gonna call it for a day.
Yes.
It's been a little bit more time. You all make it back safely. Your good friend decides to each give you 100 gold pieces for the inconvenience to let you keep the horses, as he feels like he's drawn you into something and he was irresponsible, taking you along on such a dangerous hunt in such dangerous times. It was very responsible of him. You take full responsibility, and you get to have nice roast boar tonight.
Yeah.
I stabbed it.
As this happens, over the course of a delicious evening, Ameko Kijitsu makes you a nice meal when a middle-aged man walks in, shouting and ranting and raving. He looks like a refined individual. Let's see if I can find Mr. Okay, cool, there's a handout for this bloke. Look at this guy. Look at this high-end, not local culture man.
It looks like he has a little candle as his hat.
As you are having
He's
a delicious
very-
dinner, with everyone talking about the fine tale of your hunt, he shouts out, "Where the hell is my daughter?"
Look, I
Looks-
promise it.
Looks at the cat immediately.
We both do.
As this goes
What?
on, I would like to point out that one of the locals is like, that man is Lanchiku. He's Ameko's father. He owns the glassworks. Just ignore him. Just don't get involved.
I'm getting annoyed at my friends for assuming I had something to do with this. I've been gone all day.
I didn't have.
Yeah,
I
You've
didn't.
been gone. all day.
If your daughter was a pig or a goblin, there's chances we could have killed her. Otherwise, fuck off.
Jesus.
Oh,
Craig
no,
is just
no.
like looking
Well,
at
my,
his pupper.
Well, my
I am a
extremely
surly rock right now.
my extremely rough and coarse friend is saying in his ultra mafic ways, yeah, geology talk time, is we have no idea.
Okay.
Is she missing?
No. In fact, he was originally just gonna present her an ultimatum, which he does manage to get out before you get any word out. Which is that he states that Ameko has to come with him or get cut out of his will. And then as he stumbles in and takes a look around, he notices you. And then comes over and slaps his hands on the table. Which, if that Ver guy had done it, that general store man had done it, probably would have been impressive. This guy doesn't have that musculature, that weight behind his hands.
Breaks his hands.
So it's more like upper management's getting angry with you. Let's see. I remember reading this a while ago, but this is a little further ahead than I managed to get.
Sir?
Here we
Sir?
go. This man is going to accuse you of having endangered the locals with your antics. Oh, this gobbling of you guys. I know what you were up to, all that fighting. You should have just let the guards take care of it instead of getting so involved, giving people ideas about things.
Sir,
What guards?
What makes you qualified to handle an invasion of goblins?
the fact that people are alive, sir.
They
And,
would have been alive without you.
I just
um,
rotate slightly to show off my sword. This?
I'm a
that's
monster
very
slayer.
bad argument. Not untrue, but bad.
Like Zal's being diplomatic. Everyone else is just like, let's just kill this guy.
Ah, yes. That's what the town needs. A bunch of traveling vagrants who think that just because they can hold the sword the right way, they can fight evil.
That's
Wait,
what
who
we
said
were
anything about
doing.
fighting evil?
You're fighting goblins. Doesn't get much more evil than those little buggers. Where's
That is
Ameko?
Extremely incorrect, but I don't know.
You've been here for a few days. I know you've been here since
I
the
mean-
festival. Where are you hiding her?
If you
sticking
wanted
up for
to
you
look
think-
for her-
you want to stick
Sir?
up for that no good slut and her stupid adventuring business.
Sir, I'm going to see how my thing works out. Sir, there is no need for this discussion because these tones will not be acceptable in a public location. Sir,
This guy is a nobleman who owns big important business in town. Most people aren't going to say shit about this, and you standing up at all is kind of causing more of a ruckus than he ever could.
Yeah, but I don't usually stay in towns, so.
Also, this man unfortunately cannot be reasoned with. It's not a drunken stupor, but he isn't the kind of stupor of a man pushed just a little bit too far. You can roll me sense motive, though.
I'm good at that one.
Let me see how I am on that.
Can he be intimidated?
I'm very good at that. I mean, I'm not. But it's still
He
worked
looks like he hasn't had a good night's sleep in a while. Might have been up over something.
I don't have good in there either, so
I had one.
you're better than me.
He argues that you are nothing but trouble bugging in vagrants. You heard all about that little boar excursion going out while goblin. He just rants on and on about how you're apparently causing trouble, getting Ford Foxglove in trouble.
I saved his life twice.
You wouldn't have to
Yeah.
save his life if you weren't around in the first place.
He probably
He
would have gone hunting without us.
Lord Foxglove will add no comment to that.
Oh, come on, Fox.
Listen,
Power move, Foxglove. Power move.
Aldern was definitely going on that as sort of a play date with you. To get
Oh
to
my
know you as
God.
friends. So I probably wouldn't have if you weren't there. But he isn't going to say that.
Oh my god.
So you did in fact endanger his life. In a sense.
All right.
But then we saved it.
So
Again.
we're hanging out with a rich man child and we don't even notice it because it's like, oh man.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this man and say, "Sir, you need to calm down." And I'm gonna use intimidate.
Now you're making contact with the noble.
Yeah. How about you don't do that? Oh, don't intimidate the noble, please, for the love of God.
All right, I won't intimidate the no.
All right. At this moment, Ameko
I
herself
can
comes
do
out.
that, though. I'm good
And
at that.
do whatever you want, Ezra, as Ameko herself will come out.
Oh my god, she was here the whole time. Wow.
Yeah, she's in the kitchen. She has a soup ladle in her hand. It's like still dripping with freshly made soup. Ezra, what are you doing?
Well, I mean,
Because I didn't quite hear it.
I guess I just try to talk him down intimidatingly.
You try
I
to
feel like you
grumble them down. Brr.
that you need to calm down, which probably doesn't work.
Now we're gonna play good cop, worse cop, because I have 9 in intimidate. Bad cop, worse cop.
We're gonna beat his ass.
Well, you seem to calm him down. Ameko's presence seems to ruin that, as you could imagine. And as
Oh hey, that's not your daughter.
as Ameko steps up to him, waving around the soupy ladle, getting soup on him, his anger overtakes him, and he says that you're coming with me, and tries to grab her by the hair of all places.
Oh.
Now, physical violence against the
He has
woman is not
escalated
going to be
things.
acceptable. So, I, the daring cat who has extremely poor impulse control, am going to actually prevent this.
How are you preventing this?
I'm getting in the middle.
Yeah. I'm gonna lop his hand off at the
No,
wrist.
I'm not attacking. I'm smarter than that.
I know. I just.
No, I'm adding my intimidate roll.
No. He.
Wow, a natural
Marvelous.
one. I still get 10,
You still get a 10.
but I'm still physically in the way now.
He's also kind of angry, so he just, as you swat his hand out of the way by presence of being in the way, he angrily looks at you, looks at Ameko, and says, "All you vagrants are the same. You're as good as dead to me, just like your mother. Although she had the decency to
Dang.
die."
Now, old bitch. I don't go around striking, grabbing
He
women.
turns around on his heel and starts leaving.
What a dick.
I have barely enough impulse control not to murder him.
Your cat blood's telling
You might not have.
scratch.
You might not have that impulse. You might have that impulse control. Ameko does not, as he just gets this. He gets the label to the back of his head, like she throws it at him.
Oh, I
Oh.
was tempted to throw fireworks at him.
There's like soup all over him now, as the ladle slaps in. Now she doesn't throw it the way you guys throw a throwing knife. Let's be clear that she's not throwing it with lethal intent to brain him, but
Now, you see, I would have done that if I had a ladle full of soup. I would have
Oh.
accepted that as fine.
Although I think it does use the term braining. Yes, it does use the term that she brains him with a soupy ladle.
So he did.
So no, he's not dead. He's a bit tougher than a ladle. A ladle is not a murderous weapon.
I mean,
Natural
if you try harder.
Natural 20.
So she throws the ladle and this happens.
Makeshift weapons.
The man storms off, angrier with stompier feet. At which point, she goes to pick up her ladle and just kind of grumbles as she takes a hair out of it. Ugh. Wasn't making asshole soup on tonight's menu, but well,
Yeah, but that tends to happen a lot with families. I know, families suck.
it's nice to know that a band of vagrants and curs at least have more decency than a noble man.
Okay, which one do I count as? Because I've had a lot of stuff about being a cat here.
Vagrants and curs, what he just called you. I've heard them all, from my dad at least.
I had a woman ask me to catch rats today.
Whatever you
Yesterday.
endangered Mr. Foxglove or not doesn't really matter either. It's his life. He's allowed to do what he wants.
I mean, he has the Lord title, right?
He does that thing where you grab your jacket and like, you know,
Hee hee.
grab jacket, you kind of straighten it out like you're like, I'm fancy.
Not getting the mood.
Well, that's all quite nice and dandy. What a lovely evening this is turning out to be.
Eventful.
Thanks for backing us up, Foxglove.
It is at this point, however, that someone else sort of bursts in. I need to
Oh
double
my
check
god.
this.
We're in a sitcom.
This is a sitcom.
Gosh, the problem with this particular segment is that it doesn't quite describe where who butts in. Also, this is one of those points where 5e has a problem with the text and color shape. Here, the contrast of the back page is too much, and the text starts to blend with it. I need to know who is showing up here. Oh, it's the sheriff. How nice. Oh no, wait, it's Emile, Amelie or something. It's a lady who charges in, looking panicked. She has a child in tow.
Not panicked here.
She has a child in tow and says that her house is haunted, and that it ate her husband.
What the
Okay, this escalated.
Next time, someone's house is eating people. And after
Okay.
that, guess what? We're gonna start getting the real plot on rails, as plot characters gonna roll on in. But good news, everyone. Let's talk about your experience and your money. I'm gonna update your loot sheet a bit for you.
So that 100.
Okay, have you ever tried to stab a ghost?
Well, it might not be a ghost. Ghosts don't tend to eat people. They don't have teeth.
Yeah, but sometimes they do this.
That's sliming. That's something else. Let's take a look at your XP sheet. Let's see. You also did the Mako thing, so that's a bundle. You know what? I'm just gonna say you get to level up right now. You're not that far off.
Yay.
But yeah, you're at like a little. You're like 10% away from it, and I think that you guys might as well get a level up now because otherwise it'll be in the middle of the next session and it's awkward.
Hell yeah.
So you all go to level 2.
Oh hell yeah. Now we'll be able to hit things.
I wish I remember to use the escalation die, but every time I forget. I should just put it on the thing. You know what? I should just put it on the thing. I can do that. There's a button for that. Like I mean it. Like I can do this fun thing. I can put down like E die, and then I can put +1 as the round calculation, and then automatically every single round will increase it by 1. I think. Ugh, it works in a way.
Go to swashbuckler.
You see now it increases the escalation die. That's nice. It
Hell
caps
yeah.
out at a certain point, but I like the idea. There. Now I should remember to actually use the escalation die, which would have helped a little bit. It's mostly keep really long fights from dragging on, but Because in case you forgot, the way it works is that after the first round, at the beginning of the second round, it goes up to +2, and then to +3, and then to +4, and up to +6, and it adds to every attack roll you make. Would help.
Ooh, I get a Slayer talent.
Yes. What does everyone get? Let's take a look. See, it's always nice to when you level up to see what everyone gets. What does our resident druid get? Some more spells. Oh, by the way, I assume you took some time to get that item checked out and the potion.
Yes.
In that case, I will tell you that it's a potion of status, which is a particular spell that lets someone know how you're doing. And the other is a pearl of power for first level spells. When you use it, you can recall one first level slot.
Huh.
So one of you can use that once a day to help buff out your spellcasting. That's it, you leveled up. And guess what? Our druid gets woodland strides and BAB, save increases, more spells, nice.
My BAB went up to +2.
Of course, because you're an actual proper attacker. What did the
Wait,
Slayer...
how do I go to the level thing? Is there a level up button?
Oh, you got Charmed Life. That's a really good one.
Yes, it is. I was excited for this one. No, I'm doing it all by hand.
That's a reaction. You can do a saving throw. Better. That is so good. That puts paladins to shame.
Crazy useful ability.
It takes your reaction, but it's nice. What are you going to pick for Slayer talent? Oh, that's a great question. Ain't it?
Defensive study seems good. Just adds my study target to CMD and AC.
Claire learns a spell in 0 and first and gains another slot per day, unless she... The Pearl of Power is nice for everyone, really. Again, she can bond senses. You can now look through Sharkbait's eyes.
Perfect. Now I'm...
You could be the baby bait.
Yes. See through my eyes, see through my eyes, pitiful creature.
See the world the way it must be seen. Also, Sharkbait gets better. Sharkbait gets a hit die, which means they get a little bit more health, they get more BAB, they get a better... Their good save gets better, they get more skills, they get armor bonus, strength, dex bonus increase, evolution pool gets bigger by 1, and their max attack is the same. They also get evasion. A lot happens to Sharkbait, really. I love that Sharkbait gets evasion.
Yeah, Sharkbait is now... See, the thing is, it sounds like I get stronger, but the reality is it's actually Sharkbait who gets stronger.
All right,
Oh, yeah,
who's the tough guy around here? Sharkbait's like Duke.
Oh yeah, Claire. The thing I just got, Charmed Life. I have a knack for getting out of trouble. 3 times per day is an immediate action before attempting a saving throw. I can add my charisma modifier to the result.
Wow.
So any save, I can just be like, okay, no, +5.
How do I heckin' level up? What's the button?
I'll take care of Sharkbait for you. Sharkbait's AC goes to
You
16.
go to configuration on yours, and
My sheet.
yeah, on your sheet you go to configuration. You go to where Slayer is, and you change the level from 1 to 2, and you change
Yep,
BAB
and then you
for ref.
Put
So,
your stuff in as your sheet says, as your class says.
yeah, your ranks increase automatically. You just need to put them where they go.
Also,
Oh,
I usually say that
okay,
people
see.
that level up also get their full health, so that's
Also,
nice.
Talon went up to Ezra and was like, "You, I like you. You did something cool."
Well, Sharkbait just got, like, infinitely tougher on so many fronts. Wow.
Yeah, I like how see I level up and I get like a little baby muscle. Sharkbait swells.
By the way, you didn't spend any points on Sharkbait's skills. What skills would you give Sharkbait? Also, you have 2 points in your evolution pool, so you can do that too. Think about it. You have time.
Yeah, to do that. Yeah, skills. How many? Okay. How many skill points does she have actually? Wait.
8 in total. This sheet does not automatically calculate, so you're going to have to take your ability modifier and a potential +3 if it's a class skill.
If it's a what?
If it's a class skill.
Oh, okay.
Also, I count as a fighter, so I get fighter feats.
Don't worry, gang. Soon you'll go to a dungeon. It'll be great.
I know what first fire feat I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get a gun. Amateur gunslinger.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm thinking about what Sharkbait would do.
I get a small amount of grit and the ability to perform first level gunslinger deeds.
Yeah, that
Holy
seems
crap.
that seems like a good spread.
Oh, this isn't a dungeon. It's something even better. It's a free for all.
Also, so what'd you say, Saf, about like class skill on Sharkbait's sheet?
So, Sharkbait has a few class skills as an Eidolon.
She has a lot of class skills, actually.
Yes. So the way it works is so the numbers you put in, that's the actual modifier. So for acrobatics, it's a class skill, and it's dexterity. So it'd actually be 4, and then you add up to 7, because it's a class skill. It's 2 from the ranks, 2 from dexterity, and then 3 for being a class skill. That's how it works. It doesn't auto add that like your sheet does.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's because I don't know, man. It's involved. It's probably because it's the best middle ground between making the sheet incredibly complex and making it just easily accessible.
Yeah, that's actually kind of weird.
So just put in the ranks, and I'll fill in the rest of the details for you.
Okay,
so bluff would be a 3, would be a 4 actually. Intimidate would be a 5, and stealth would be a +2, 7. Sharkbait is now stealthy and highly acrobatic.
and she can also bluff and intimidate.
Oh, I think what shape is Sharkbait? I guess you quadruped, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get her a climb speed as a 1-point evolution.
Yeah, I thought she had, as a quadruped, I thought she had that by default. I guess I was wrong.
No, she doesn't have that by default.
I'll look at the evolutions later. What I can give. I don't think I can give much at level 2, but yeah.
You can give her pincers.
Crab bait.
You can give her
She just
sense,
has
push, reach, resistance to an energy type.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. I'll look
stinger.
over them later
You want a
when
stinger?
it's like not. I like the idea of a stinger, but
Oh,
like,
there's a tail attack though. There's tail. You can get tail attack. Tail slap.
Yeah, I might give her tail slap. That might need alternate damage type or something. I kind of like the idea of her just having a stinger or pincer in her tail. Like she just like you go to swing a sword at her, she grabs your hand.
What if you take tentacle mass? Because she's really just wiggly.
He is the tentacle.
Yeah, I'll always put some flavor for shark bait.
But you'll
always,
figure it all
always
out.
flavor.
You'll figure it all out.